Up in my mind be driving me so crazy, yeah. So many other things to consider recently. I'm just trying to understand how far. Hold on for just a little bit longer. Just give it a minute more to be stronger, yeah. Like with coffee and wine. I've been waiting for the rest of your soul. Girl, you're the only one who control. And I can't deny, baby, I know I'll be lost out in the cold without you. Hold on for just a little bit longer. Just give it a minute more to be stronger, yeah. Like with coffee and wine, love will take time for you and I. Ooh, let's take it easy on that 1939. Let it simmer, tasting sweet to come. Like coffee and the cream, better with the sweet. Just like you. From your command, take me back to my roots.
o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'm warming up, though. Wanna get to know ya. It had to be fit from the moment I saw ya. Please, stir it for me if you would. 'Cause you look so good, you make it taste good. Baby, please, if you could.
Take me back to my roots.
Just me and my roots. Oh yeah.
If you mix it, they will come.
Mix it up, pour me a cup.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll drink it under the moon.
Under the moon. Under
We can mix it till the morning comes.
till the morning.
Oh yeah.
Early morning.
Take me back to my roots. If you mix it, they will come.
Mix it up, pour me a cup.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll drink it under the moon.
Under the moon.
We can mix it till the morning comes. Oh yeah, yeah. Take me back to my roots.
Not all
Pretty young thing posted at the corner, trying to find the right place to see if she'd come over. I pull up to with my big black Tundra truck, 35 sitting high. She wanna rock me so bad. Tell the bartender, can we get around? I need some shots on the double meaning right now. DJ playing my favorite song, Zach Brown. Toes in the water and I feel like it's all going down. I'm 6 deep and I'm feeling all tipsy. Another drink and I'll be calling you baby. At the end of the night in this rodeo. She getting closer 'cause she wanna go dancing. She said she down for a little romancing. At the end of the night, so let's let it roll. We can have a good night. We can have a good night. We can have a good night. Yes, we can have a good night.
She can get it anytime she ready. We can reggae in the country in a pop style. When we shake it, she can fake it, all her feelings for me. Undeniable, her body tell me, don't you agree? Cause when we turn off the bedroom light tonight, she feel a tickle in her body, make me know it feel right.
It's heating up, we feel the temperature rising. She says she loves the country boy, feel like she's struck by lightning. I'm 6 deep and I'm feeling all tipsy. Another drink and I'll be calling you baby. At the end of the night in this rodeo. She getting closer 'cause she wanna go dancing. She said she down for a little romancing. At the end of the night, so let's let it roll. We can have a good night. We can have a good night. We can have a good night. Yes, we can have a good night. Turn up the music, make we nice up the place. Give me that vanilla bang drum and the bass. Turn up the music, make we nice up the place. Give me that vanilla bang drum and the bass. Turn up the music, make we nice up the place. Give me that vanilla bang drum and place. Give me number in the bang, jump in the place. We can have a good night. We can have a good night. Yes, we can have a good night.
New Swift.
I was a ghost, I was alone, yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Giving the throne, I didn't know how to believe that I was a king, I was meant to be. I lived to love, try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Called a problem child, cause I get too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. On stage, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We're dreaming hard, we came so far, now I believe. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. You know together we're glowing, we're gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. Kulia canoe. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we're born to be. Oh, yeah. When it's so fun to break these walls too, to wake up and feel like me, but these patterns all in the past now. Finally live like the man they all see. No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. Inuome kahopo ole, eola kako. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. You know together we're glowing, we're gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. Kulia canoe, egola anakako. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we're born to be. Oh.
Celebrate, my life is good, just hit the center station. She said just read between the lines, then it kiss and say goodbye. No time to waste a mouth, it on no fuss. Can't listen, say my situation's like no service, it's alright. I'm about to do some things and it might be cruel. And then she says, don't worry, I'll be nice. Then the conversation's like an irie installation just for two. Ooh, who's got the time tonight? Ooh, 'cause I've got some things to do. Yeah. Really want to roll it up, pick it down, roll the cry, track it down, light it up, pass around. Ooh, who's got the time tonight?
Wind your body down and hit that sensei station. Look up in your eyes and feel that sweet sensation. Roll up the Mary Jane, she love that good vibration. Yes, we turn up the reggae music, need that medication. This is sensei. Who got the time? I need it plenty. Oh, I kiss your body, do you gently? Smoke till we blind, no 2020. Oh,
Who's got the time tonight?
time tonight.
Ooh, 'cause I've got some things to do.
I got some things to do.
Really want to roll it up, pick it down, roll the cry, track it down, light it up, pass around. Ooh, who's got the time tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm a red raider for life, and even after I die, I'm repping that Kahuku everywhere I go. I'm rocking red and the white, I got my towel on the side. Every game I'm shopping, yeah, you already know. Red raider for life, for life, for life, for life. Red raider for life, for life, for life, for life. Red raider for life.
Kahuku Red Raiders, yeah, you know we getting naughty. Empty in the stands, yelling hit somebody. You know Kahuku, the pride of your North Shore. We got the 3P, now we come in for number 4. People know the deal when they drive by. You got my 3 fingers up and my K to the sky. 'Cause everywhere the south winds blow, we here to tell all of you people
I'm a
know.
red raider for life, and even after I die, I'm repping that Kahuku everywhere I go. I'm rocking red and the white, I got my towel on the side. Every game I'm shopping, yeah, you already know. Red raider for life, for life, for life, for life. Red raider for life, for life, for life, for life. Red raider for life. By the highway with my family and friends, we're cheering as the bus is driving again. Cars honking as they passing on by. I'll meet you back on the highway by the school tonight. And I feel the hype from everyone at the gate. I'm so excited when I'm chopping away. I'm loving this community of mine, and I don't ever want to change, 'cause I'm a red raider for life. And even after I die, I'm repping that Kahuku everywhere I go. I'm rocking red and the white, I got my towel on the side. Every game I'm shopping, yeah, you already know. Red raider for life, for life, for life, for life. Red raider for life, for life, for life, for life. Red raider for life.
Nowadays, everybody's competitive. Everybody's fast. So many fast guys out there.
When there's more than one canoe, it's a race already automatic, right? And then when you got almost 200 canoes on the water, it's a bigger race. a battle out there today from start to finish. From the start, it was kind of a 3-boat race between the Kona boys from Kahuku and the Lanikai guys and us. For a good 30 to 40 minutes, we maybe got a little edge, but not by much, and it was a hard race all the way to the finish. Queen Liliuokalani is always a special race, especially perpetuating her in general, right? She did so much for Hawaii and was such a positive influence for everybody.
Hoiva'a is not just a sport, it's a way of life. It is a spiritual experience. It is one of the many ways that we can perpetuate our culture and share what we have with the world.
Oahu's southeastern tip is marked by the very rugged Ko'olau mountain range, and ocean conditions vary greatly with the offshore islands. Today we'll explore this area on wingfoils with the riders of Team Blue Planet.
We're here at Makapu today. The wind is kind of northerly. It's in the winter time and kind of funky conditions, and our mission was to make it out to Rabbit Island, try to catch some of those big swells out there. And Derek Hama organized this whole thing, and Eli came and a couple other friends, and we just kind of went for a little winging adventure for sure. It was definitely pretty crazy today.
The conditions are pretty unique out there. There's 2 islands out here. There's a lot of refraction happening. So there's bumps, waves coming from every direction. It's pretty cool, can be really helpful. Gives you a lot of energy going all different directions, and can also work against you too. You got to work against those bumps. Can be tricky, but overall if you use it to your advantage, it can be really fun. It's real good.
So the surf spot is on, I would say that's the west side of Rabbit Island. It's actually a little slabby kind of texture wave. There's a little wind shadow that's coming in, but if you can go on the backside of the island and then catch a little swell come in, then you can drop in on a wave and then do some really radical turns and stuff like that, you know, for winging. And the winging allow us to get outside, you know, get around, stay away from the danger zones and stuff like that. So pretty fun, you know, opens it up.
We were tacking upwind, trying to get up to Rabbit Island, which is kind of going upwind. So you're going into the wind and kind of pinching upwind. And then you're just always going up and down over the bigger swells, and there's like smaller chop on the face of the bigger swells. So, you know, it's definitely a lot of altitude adjustments. It's like having an airplane that you're steering with your body weight, you know, so you got to sometimes push it up, sometimes push it back down, and kind of keep the foil underwater, because once the foil comes out of the water, then you crash basically. And if you come down too low and you hit the board on the water, then you also crash. So it's definitely tricky. Getting close to Rabbit Island was really cool because there was all the birds in the air and they were like singing and moving around, and then every now and then there was a drone, and Rabbit Island definitely feels like a nature preserve or something, you know, and then you get out there and, you know, you're like a mile offshore, and if something happens and you have to have a pretty long way to swim back in. But definitely it felt like an adventure getting out there, but it's good to go with friends that, you know, we all watching out for each other.
There's something about learning something new at this point in my life where it takes all this other knowledge I have of sailing, windsurfing, racing sailboats, surfing. It combines all these things, just how to be in the ocean, how to deal with current and swell, and how to be comfortable in the open ocean. It takes all these things for me and combines them into this one sport. It's just super addictive. That flow state is like a drug. I mean, the last 3 years of my life, I've actually focused on my health more than I have in many years, because the healthier I am, the better I foil.
It's Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
He drilled it! Unbelievable! A one-handed grab!
A Crusader Championship coronation.
What a run!
Oh, wow. Downfield, touchdown! Good evening from Kalihi and the final night of the OIA football season. Tension is at an all-time high between two programs, each seeking to make their own histories. And from Skipadias Stadium, welcome to the home of the Gov, where for now, it's the home of the 2025 OIA Division I Open Championship. It is another postseason meeting between the Kapolei Hurricanes and the defending OIA champs, the Kahuku Red Raiders. And as always, we count down to kickoff with Game Day Hawaii, delivered by Pizza. So great to have you with us. My guy, Abu Mafala, Jimmy Bender's coming up, and I'm Felipe Ojastro. The long, winding road to get to where we are right now. And look what has yielded a 3-1 seed in Kapolei and Kahuku.
It's excited, Felipe. I almost felt like I was going to be coaching or playing in this game. I couldn't sleep. Getting here, my mind was racing for the things that are to come. I'm excited to watch it in person.
And Jimmy Bender has been stoked, ready for this one, the final game of the OIA season. He talked about coaches, and as always, he's first on the field.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And I tell you what, 99% of the time when I talk to coaches in a big game like this, they always say the same thing, which is it's just another game. We got to treat it just like another game. But I've had the vibe from Darren Hernandez of Kapolei over the last couple of days. He's leaning into this whole thing of, hey, let's make this a big deal for our team. And what he told me before the game with some emotion in his eyes is this is for the guys over the last 25 years with this program, the players and the coaches, and he's hoping they can pull off a win tonight for them.
All right, and here's how they got to this spot. These two programs in the OI Division I Open bracket. It was a Kahuku 24-6 win over Campbell, and Kapolei knocked off Mililani. Campbell locked up the final spot, representing the league into the state tournament. They defeated Mililani by 4 last night, and so Kahuku and Kapolei already into the state tournament, and excited that they're going to extend their season. But head-to-head, this has been a one-sided matchup, by the way. The last time Kapolei knocked off Kahuku, 2007, 14-7, the OI quarterfinal. Since then, Kahuku's won the last 14 consecutive meetings. A win here would extend Kahuku's all-time record in OI championships. It would be win number 31 in the OI finals, and Kapolei first in the league in points per game. So it's the first meeting all-time in the OI final. Who's been the more surprising team this year?
Yeah, you got to go with Kapolei, obviously. I think, everybody out there gets to see a Friday or Saturday but man, winning is hard. And then being able to get to a championship type of level, that's even harder, you know, so that takes a lot of sacrifice, starts with the coaches, and then getting the players to believe in themselves. This is 25 years in the making for Kapolei. And so excited for them, excited for that community, because they've been there, right? Even last year, they were pushing through the wall. Here, they broke the door down, and hopefully they can finish this thing off here tonight.
Mikey Kapahu, the running back for Kapolei, he's been the money man. Multiple 100-yard rushing games this season, and last week on Halloween, man, it was all a treat. No tricks whatsoever. He's got the moves, he's got the shiftiness. How does he become more effective here today against Kahuku?
I think that he cannot get into his head and think that he has to do it all himself. He's a great runner, like I've said before. He reminds me of my college teammate, Marshawn Lynch. Great balance, great vision, the ability to kind of bounce off tackles. And so he's just got to stay consistent. You know, he's just got to do what he's being asked to do, trust his offensive line, and then it's incumbent upon Coach Bobby George and company to make sure they put him in the right position to make those plays.
He has been an exceptional talent, all Hawaii selection, first teamer for sure, a shoo-in for that. But the last time that they played, it was a 14-point win for Kahuku. Had 70 rushing yards, did have a touchdown in that matchup. If Kahuku is to run the ball here, they're going to have to go up against a stout front seven, and the linebacking core has anchored that second level, which includes Matthias Naravoa. Those three linebackers that you're going to see rotate in and out have been stellar this year. 6 sacks in the year here for him.
And he's an incredible player. I've been watching him, paying attention. You know, he comes off of the ball. He's got jets in his feet, and he has great mobility. He has great ability to kind of bend the corner. And it's going to be important here, Felipe, that they continue to get after the quarterback, move him off the spot, and then being stout in the middle, making sure that these running backs from Kahuku don't break long ones. It's okay to kind of, you know, 3, 4, 5 yards is okay, but they can't let him break the big ones, because Zero on the other side, he can break them long now.
Also, double 4, Noah Papu Mua'ava. He's a stout linebacker. He covers so much ground sideline to sideline. He can play all 3 levels on the defensive side. You put him at end or at a rover or even maybe a strong safety. He has the speed to do it. And this defense is ready to fly around, because they felt like they played an incomplete game the last time they took on Kahuku in the regular season. Kapolei has had a stereotype of never winning the big one. And for 24 seasons, Darren Hernandez has only been in this situation, including tonight, twice. The 2003 OID2 final fell to AEA. Now they are here to win the biggest game in the history of the program. Does winning the big one matter here?
Oh, for him, it absolutely does. And for this team and for this community, right? You're only as good as your last game. So even though the ticket has been punched to states, you're only as good as the last game. So he needs to win. They need to win in order to propel them and set them up for success in a state tournament.
That's a great point. And Kapolei will try and do just that. There is a swirling storm right through the semifinals into the championship round and trying to make history. 4 quarters away of doing just that. The only problem is they have to take down the winningest program in OIA football history. Counting down to Kapolei and Kahuku from Kalihi.
I love Simon. Me too.
Thank you.
And I love fried chicken, chili, french fries, spaghetti, fried noodles.
Right now, everyone could use a little kokua. That's why we're bringing back the kokua pack for only $9.89 at the takeout counter only. A comforting customer favorite back for a limited time.
Aloha, I'm Howard Deshevsky. The pride of our islands are its people. Join me as I show you uplifting and inspirational stories of athletes, coaches, and more on Sports People Hawaii.
I had, I think, 12, 13 people come together to do different sections with me, like running, crewing me, and so just getting that whole experience was incredible.
Tune in to Sports People Hawaii only on Spectrum OC16.
Aloha, I'm Dut Leandro. Join me as I visit with local chefs, musicians, and kamaina who all share the love of good grinds.
Another key to his successful poke is fresh fish. Fresh fish meaning it's 100 feet from the store. And they go every day to Honolulu Fish Auction and pick up their fish.
Tune into Dut's Grinds and Good Times Monday at 9:30 p.m. and all throughout the week, only on Spectrum OC16.
Welcome back to Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
Alvin Nagasako Sports Complex at Kapolei. The final preparations for the Hurricanes as they enter Kalihi tonight to take on Kahuku. Kahuku slow start against the Campbell Sabres, but on Halloween ended up with a big second half. Knocked off the Sabres 24-6. Troy Maritirangi, game manager, 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. You were there on Halloween night in Mililani. What did you notice about that game?
Yeah, they found a go-to guy on the edge. Christian Sanford Tupuola, 4 receptions, 116 yards. Such a big body. You basically just got to throw it in his vicinity, and they're going to need him tonight because these Kapolei corners, they're pretty darn good.
Troy Maritirangi is in his 7th start now since taking over the reins mid-season, and he has a 5-1 record as a starter. What are you expecting more offensively here tonight from Kahuku?
Well, I think they're going to be a lot more efficient. You know, one thing that I kind of noticed in the Campbell game is they started off real sluggish, and I know Coach Hawaiian and Coach Stant, they're not going to want to do that. So they're going to come out. I think they're going to try and impose their will a little bit. Again, utilize Troy in the right way. Let him manage the game. He just needs to complete balls to keep the chains moving, and they need to continue to have that two-headed monster in the backfield pound the ball all day.
Did someone say monster? Well, how about Talanoa Ely this year, right? The linebacker that has really been the best in his position statewide, USC bound. However, that second level over the course of this year has given up gigantic chunk plays. It hasn't burned them too much ultimately in the final result. But how do they avoid giving up the big chunk plays against this Kapolei team here tonight that's been doing that all season?
Yeah, you know, I think first thing was, you know, in last week's game, you know, he played, I think, a series or two, and then they pulled him. So not having a playmaker of that ability and caliber off your field, that kind of affects you a little bit. You know, they just got to continue to stay strong. You know, they got a smart defensive coaching staff. You know, leverage their players in the right way. They're not the usual front that you've seen here from Kahuku. They're a little bit smaller, but they can move, and they've just got to let these guys, you know, slant and angle and take gaps and go make plays. And really, the best part is that they're playing a young offensive line. Even though they've done very well, Kapolei has, they're still young. So if you can confuse them with bringing different guys, you know, showing blitz, coming back, you know, all of those things, you got a chance.
And Kahuku, this time of the month, this deep into the playoffs, feels like every year they're a shoo-in. Could change here tonight. It's going to rely on their defense to shut Kapolei down. For more on the Red Raiders, here's Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And Nihoa Pule has been a part of OIA championships with Kahuku as an assistant coach in the past. But with this being his first year as the guy in charge, you know, he said, look, I feel very blessed to be here, especially with how rough the season started off for the Red Raiders. And those games against Modern Day and Bishop Gorman, those seem like so long ago, but those games really helped prepare this team for what they're about to face tonight.
35th OIA final here for Kahuku. They are 24-10 in the championship round, and every year it is championship or bust.
That's what this program expects. That's what this community expects, you know, and that has to be the mentality. You know, you don't want to walk into a battle. You've been there 35 times, right? Going after your 31st title here, or 32nd. And you can't just be like, hey, guys, let's just make sure we're ready for state hits. You got to go win this one, right? You're the hunted. You got to have the mentality that you're not going to get beat. Nobody can beat you. And this, again, propels you into states to go possibly take over that COA, take it back up to the north again.
A big red bullseye on the backs of Big Red as they get ready to take the field and defend the OIA championship. History one way or another tonight on a soggy Aloha Saturday between the Hurricanes and the Red Raiders on Spectrum OC16.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at Hawaii Pizza Hut.
Big news, I'm bringing back my bigger drink cups and lowering my prices too, so this old menu board's gotta go. Get even more value with my mozzarella sticks. It's so much more under $4. Welcome to Jock in the Box.
When I told my mom I wanted to be a cook, she cried. Real dreams don't ask for permission, so neither did I. Can you emerge from a pandemic stronger? We did. Can you choose people over profits? Absolutely. Can a local chef change the restaurant industry? Watch me.
For 100 years, American Savings Bank has invested in our community. We're here to make your dreams possible. American Savings Bank.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at Hawaii Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
Final game of the OIA football season, and the new season just about ready to begin next week, Friday, in the First Hawaiian Bank Division II State Championship. The final 6 are in after Kamehameha Hawaii knocked off Honoka'a last night. We revealed the bracket exclusively on Spectrum OC 16 yesterday. Pac-5 will take on Kamehameha Hawaii. Congratulations to the Warriors on Hawaii Island. We'll see them on Spectrum at 7:15 next Friday. Roosevelt Pro City, they get another matchup, and Kamehameha Maui, defending champs, they'll meet the winner of the 4-5 matchup. And Waimea out of the KIF will meet the winner of the Roosevelt Pearl City matchup. Always exciting times when we get to this part of the year. And in post-game show, by the way, we're going to reveal the other brackets for D1 and the Division I Open Championship.
Hey, can't wait to see it. You know, it's all starting to kind of iron itself out. And now it's time to go watch some really good football.
And exactly, and the mindsets here for all of these teams that are eligible and still in the hunt. It is the biggest and best and most fun time of the year if you're a football fan. En route to December 5th and the Division I Open State Championship. It's the Hurricanes and the Red Raiders in the final game of the season. Thanks for watching Game Day Hawaii, delivered by Pizza Hut on Spectrum OC 16.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Never miss the moments that matter with more ways to watch University of Hawaii sports and local high school action. If you're on the go, stream it on our mobile app. Prefer the big screen? Tune in to our local networks. And when you're at your computer, watch it anytime on our website. UH Sports and local high school action. It's your game, your way. With Spectrum Sports and Spectrum OC 16.
Hey, it's Jimmy Bender. You're watching Spectrum OC 16.
Regarded as the biggest game in Kapolei history, the Hurricanes are closing in on an open title. But they have to take down a 30-time title winner whose sole goal is to downgrade a Hurricane. Tonight, it's the Shore and the Storm for the OIA Open Championship. In one of the most unpredictable seasons in recent OIA history. What a long, winding road it has taken us for a ride on. And it finally ends here tonight in Kalihi. Welcome to Skipadia Stadium. Welcome to Kalihi. And this is the 2025 OIA Division I Open Championship. We are set for a 3-versus-1 matchup between the Kapolei Hurricanes and the top seed and defending OIA champs, the Kahuku Red Raiders. both of these teams secure their spots into the state tournament. Kahuku, 18-point victory over Campbell. They got to the final. Kapolei knocked off Mililani after losing to them on the final day of the regular season. They win 21-14. For the second time this year, it's the Red Raiders and the Hurricanes and the Campbell Sabres as the three representatives for the association into the state tournament. Somebody hoist an OIA plaque here tonight, and we are so ready for it. Final game of the season with Abu Mafala, Jimmy Bender, Felipe Ojastro. We're excited for this one, obviously. Two teams that met early on in the year, and it was a 2-touchdown win for Kahuku. But these are very different teams since then. What are your keys here tonight for each of these two if they want to hoist the plaque today?
Well, I think the biggest one for both of them, Felipe, is discipline, right? The discipline starts with the coaches, right? Can you stick to the game plan, right? Don't panic. Don't hit the panic button when things aren't going your way, right? You've planned for this all week, but adjust when you need to, right? Players, both of them last week playing emotional, right? You want to play with great emotion, but you don't want to be emotional because that's when those 15-yard penalties come out. And giving 15-yard penalties to either offense is not going to be not make you successful. You know, and again, it's crazy because they both need to establish the run game, win in the trenches, and have the quarterback manage the game, not turn it over, and protect the football. And then the defense they both have to play lights out, get after each quarterback, rattle them a little bit, and then go from there.
Jimmy Bender talked to both coaches. Downstairs we go with a New City Nissan Field Report. JB.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And what I asked each coach specifically for this game is look across the other sideline. Tell me what that team does that you need to counter most tonight. And for Kapolei's Darren Hernandez, he said the X factor for him is Kahuku's special teams. He said we need a stalemate with their special teams or to win that battle in order to get the W tonight. Meanwhile, on the Kahuku side, the Ho'opule saying the main thing for him is Kapolei's running game. He said that offensive line is huge. Mikey Kapahu is a great running back. He said our defense is going to have to play true assignment football tonight in order to shut them down. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
In the head-to-head series, Kahuku has won the last 14 meetings against the Hurricanes. Will tonight be the exception or the rule for the OIA Division I Open Championship? Kapolei seeking title number 1. Kahuku title 31. Defense, offense, special teams, stars all over the field here tonight. No shortage in Kalihi. Kickoff coming up next. The OIA Division I Open Championship on Spectrum OC16.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by New City Nissan.
Can the Nissan Frontier out-monster a monster truck? Not that you would, but you could. Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get up to $4,000 total savings on Frontier.
Aloha. You may have seen our commercials throughout the pandemic thanking our hardworking members. They work tirelessly to keep us powered up and connected to the world. But this goes out to all of you, Hawaii. Thank you for being so patient and supporting our members through it all. We would not be here without you. Now that we are through the worst of it, we wanted to thank all of you for your continued support. So if you see one of our members out there, make sure you give them a shaka and a smile. We appreciate you.
Sunday, the Lions of East Texas A&M come to town for an early season matchup with Hawaii. Rainbow Warrior basketball, only on Spectrum Sports.
14 in a row won by Kahuku. The average margin of victory, by the way, is 28. It's the first time they meet in the OIA championship round, and those two coaches have a lot of respect for each other. Darren Hernandez, season 24 for him on the left. The interim head coach, the Ho'opule on the right. Both amazing guys and what they've done for their programs. Well, this is going to be the storyline. It was not raining at the coin toss. The rain has re-entered. There you see the weather. Passing showers. We had much of the heavier stuff coming around the 5 o'clock hour on a afternoon where Mililani had a come-from-behind victory on the JV championship side, knocking off Kahuku with 9 seconds left, 17-13. Congratulations to the Mililani JV Trojans. It was the soggy start in the regular season the last time these two teams played. Kapolei said this weather is kind of like when they played Konawaina earlier this year. There wasn't a ton of wind. It was rain. It was muggy as heck. So they've gotten used to it. And Kahuku won the toss and elected to defer. Jason Gabailo and Nico Smith back deep to return the kick of Jaden Parker. Parker, if you remember on Halloween night, hit a 52-yard field goal. Longest made this season by any kicker in the state. Not a ton of wind here tonight for the soccer stud, who was measuring the winds about an hour before game time. This is the 80th and final OIA game of the 2025 season. For the Division I Open Championship. Strap in, off we go from Kalihi. It's a high poocher that hangs up in the air. It's a live football that gets touched in out of bounds. Hit a Red Raider. They can tack on to 5 more for that. Matt and Soliai had a touch on that.
Is that ball out of bounds?
Now Cal Evans is our referee here this evening. Cal Evans, by the way, in this rain, this is the 4th ever game in the 60-year history of his officiating career he's done in the rain.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team. 5 yards added to the end of the kick. First down, Kapolei.
So he doesn't do too many rain games. He's only done 3 prior to tonight. This is number 4 here for the San Diego Sports Officials Hall of Famer, Cal Evans.
Felipe, I think they might need some emergency. Do we have a calamansi flavor for them?
We don't, not today.
Okay.
Not today.
Yeah, got to fortify the immune system.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long one.
It might be. Kapolei has it at the 42-yard line. There's Jacob Ballesteros. First pass is incomplete. Went off of 2 Red Raiders. He went off of Kevin Kamaka'ala on the second ricochet. And Malaki Soliai Tui, who was guarding Zaidin Kane, broke it up. Wow. Here's the starting line. It's brought to you by Zippies. It's all going to rely on this offensive line here with Akiona, who has been amazing this year. Sai is a beast and a 9th grader. Ione Pastilio is excellent too. Big Pule at 51. Pule Sene and Angel Watson Armoro. Memari Remijo is in this group too. Tristan makes his way back after an ankle injury. They are without Zeph Salas, who has an ankle injury. And Jazz Michael Kapahu, the running back here on 2nd and 10. He gets stuffed for a loss of 1. They load the box, they fly in. Amaru Baranaba makes a stop there. 3rd name from the top of your list, Noah Ayu's grade 2, along with Shaden Niu, who's a pursuer through the pocket. Had a fumble recovery for a touchdown earlier this year. Taimua Pule had a pick 6 against the Sabres. It completely changed the face of that game. Red Raiders ended up winning that one by a couple of scores. Kapolei here on 3rd down. Early movement. Kahuku thinks it's on the Hurricanes. Can they move the ball here?
Snap infraction. Snap infraction on center. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And once that ball's down, you can't pick up and reposition it. Kahuku saw it. The officials saw it. There's Darren Hernandez, who's coaching in his 229th game as a head coach of the Kapolei Hurricanes. Won 120. Has 153 total wins in his career. Ballesteros rolls out and he fires on the move here for Nico Smith. And Nico Smith collects. Nice catch out there to the 47-yard line. Going to be a 6-yard shot of the first down as Iron Mapu makes the tackle. And Kapolei goes 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, great play here, though. Moving the pocket, getting the QB off the spot, Ballesteros off the spot, and just going to their money man right now. Finally, they just needed a completion there in that series to feel good about them when they come out the next time.
Blair McCarley will kick this one away. McCarley averaged only 28 yards a punt against Mililani on Halloween night. This one is a high hanger, going to get a bounce. Job from Kapolei, just kind of smothering it. It takes a spot at the 30-yard line. 23 here on the kick. And Here comes the Kahuku offense. An offense that has been polarizing, to say the least, over the course of the year. One game they look great, and other times they have struggled. They started 2-3, but since then, they've rallied off 5 consecutive wins, and this offensive line is going to be put to the test with TJ Velmur, Walikula, along with Tailele, Aupa'o, along with Malufao. Rhino Almua had a touchdown grab. Christian Sanford Tubola had a career performance against Campbell. 116 receiving yards. So here's Troy Matatanagi, 5-1 as a starter this year after officially getting the nod in the matchup against Mater Dei. Only lost that one by 3. And Troy's first throw's deflected, and it's intercepted. Picked out of the air by Toa Leffler, and Bryson Miose will run it home. Wow. Those two guys have been main staples up top.
Coming out here, just a nice little stick concept, but the rain has been coming down. The ball is wet. Rhino trying to catch it with his body, deflects it up in the air. Great heads-up player by Miose. Big turnover here early in the game for the Hurricanes.
Sideline warning, Kapolei.
There you see 12, Toa Leffler trying to clear space for Miose, who got the pick. And it's his 3rd interception of the season. Bryson Miose continuing to shine here for the Hurricanes.
Talented, Felipe. This secondary, definitely one of the best. I mean, we're looking at 2 secondaries that probably in top 3 in the division here tonight.
The first pass and the first turnover. And this is one of the things that Darren Hernandez says they needed to do if they want to find success. Kapahu runs to the left. With a penalty flag that flies in for the back judge. Deave Crawford able to make the stop there. And Dan Hernandez says, you know, we got to do a couple things here tonight. We need to win the turnover battle, which so far they have done. We need to run effectively. We got to stop their run. And also, we need to either win or break even on special teams.
Yeah, looking like there might have been a block in the back there.
Personal foul, clipping, offense number 43. 15-yard penalty, replay first down.
Alva Cook clipped Madden Soliai, got him on the back of the leg. These are always more of the dangerous penalties. 43, left side of your screen. Soliai right there, he's turned around just like that.
Yeah, and actually, you know, they were running counter, and he actually got pushed into the Kahuku defender.
Flag down at the line, run for Kapahu. Now check the marker, though. In situations like this, you know, it has been a frustrating time for Darren Hernandez and his group.
Illegal shift, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Oh, this is a positive yet brutal start here for Kapolei after getting the interception. Now all these self-inflicted wounds.
And, you know, we talked about defenses not giving up yardage, but offense is just as bad here, you know, with the procedural penalties, you know, the on-ball penalties. These are absolute drive killers and creating better field position for Kahuku as we speak.
Ballesteros throwing downfield. Nico Smith, the diving grab. Nico Smith, already an offer from San Jose State, gets his 93rd career catch the last 3 years of varsity ball for the Hurricanes.
This is beautiful. I'm loving the fact that they're moving the pocket, trying to avoid that pass rush, and there he is, our guy, Nico Smith, doing his thing, picking up right where he left off last week.
Gain of 10 for his career, by the way. He's averaging 16 a grab. Nico Smith knows the responsibility and the weight that comes when you get a San Jose State caliber type of offer. But he has not even let it affect him. He said the work still needs to be done, and he's done a ton of work here this season for the Hurricanes. Here's Maui Remigio, and in the rain, he's got to juggle and catch it. And Malaki Soliaitui, the first to pop him right at the 31-yard line. And a pickup of 4.
And you can see here the rain is affecting the receivers here. Remigio hands out, great concentration to finish. But there comes that Red Raider defense just converging on the ball carrier right now, swarming, getting him down, bringing up 3rd and long.
With this wind blowing in this direction, it is favorable for a kicker to maybe make an attempt. They still have a dozen yards to go to try and extend the drive, where Ballesteros has opened the game 3 for 4. Tapahu, short hole on that right side, got the gap. Made a sea of red, though. It'll be Brody Pololo and Malaki Soliaitui on the stop. Down at the 27-yard line. Field goal attempt from here, by the way, would be 44 yards if they decide to go for it.
Yeah, and Mikey Kapolei doing his thing, but this Red Raider defense is doing a great job not allowing a lot of seams in that secondary, just converging on him, but moving the clock, moving the ball, getting it to a place where they can either take the field goal or go for it.
Larry McCarley is on. In fact, his kicking coach and the guy they looked up to, Hurley Kennedy, last year's kicker, is also in the house. This will be from 44 out. It'll be a career long for McCarley, who's 2 for 3 this year. It's with the win and the play clock inside of 5. McCarley for the game's first points. Hooking, no good. Worth an attempt, but in the elements, it's tough to get a clean hold and a clean swing. Nothing on the miss.
This year, we are more thankful than ever. Instead of spending your time cooking, order a pre-made Thanksgiving feast from Zippy's.com or give one to those who deserve it most, so you can spend more time together.
Order online and save up to $20, and now get up to $25 in promotional money coupons. Order today before we sell out.
Officer! Officer! Could I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
Let's say I obtain a car for less than you think it'd cost.
I don't follow.
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah?
Guess how much I paid for it.
Enjoy the new car.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Sunday, Hawaii returns to the Terraflex for a matchup against Cal State Bakersfield. Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Mike's Engraving and Trophies, the official trophy provider for Spectrum OC16 Sports. For all your special achievements, hit up Ryan. Mike's Engraving and Trophies are located in Aiea. School opened in Kapolei in 2000. July of 2000. First graduating class is 04. By the way, that campus that you just saw was designed and built by the firm Kobayashi Group, and it was completed ahead of schedule and under budget. When does that ever happen?
Wow.
Yeah.
We should have put them on the rail.
That was a July 2000. And for Kapolei, it looks as pristine as when it opened. There's still a Sam to the right. We're going to need a lot more of this run game, because against Campbell, and a credit to Mo Morera's defense, they were non-existent. Kahuku only had 81 yards of ground attack against the Sabres.
Yeah, and last, that game against Campbell, that was huge, and I think that this is where Kahuku just needs to regroup in this game. I think they need to run downhill a little bit more.
And here's the Zippy starting lineups here for the offense in Kapolei. We mentioned on the defensive side, Noah Papamo'ava and Matthias Neravoa, the linebackers that anchor that spot. To Leffler and Bryson Miose combined, they have 6 interceptions this year. And a penalty flag down. Well, this will be the 5th penalty so far, if accepted.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That came from the line judge's side, who saw it. For interim head coach Nihoa Pule, he said last week was a little bit of a lack of execution. Red Raiders trying to avoid just that. Troy Mataterangi started off as a ball boy, a water boy within this program, as we mentioned. Spent 2 years in the JV team as a quarterback in that sophomore year. He's kind of a quarterback's coach who was signaling plays in en route to an OI and championship. Mataterangi throws over the middle for Rhino Almua. Bryson Miyose again covering the big guy at 262 pounds.
Try to take a shot here. Little mesh concept, putting Rhino right at the top of it, and just trying to, turn the hands. He's got to try and put the thumbs together. Might have put him a little bit too far out of the zone, but bringing him third and short, they still got a chance to convert.
Rhino Almua only has 11 recorded catches this year. There haven't been a ton of targets to him. They targeted him a lot in the Modern Day game. Got a touchdown there. Of course, we saw the touchdown catch last week against the Sabres. There are a lot of tight ends around the state with the untapped potential that's been playing out this year. Blake Allo, the running back, he gets tripped up. Kaimana Sione first in there to make the trip, and Amate Taimatuia helping in. And Kahuku has to punt.
Here coming downhill, Allo, and you're just going to see Amisone and Sione coming in there and just stopping him dead in his tracks.
Oh, that punt was for a ride. Here for Nico Smith to pull it in on the big line at the 40. Halfway home here in the first. No score in the OI Division I Open Championship.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Tender love and care.
Did we invent crispy chicken? Nah, we just put it where it belongs, inside burritos and tacos, obviously. Extra saucy. 2 strips, huh? Look at that. Overachieving? Sure. Did you ask for it? No, but we did it anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic. You're welcome.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
The Kapolei Hurricanes were 5-5 last season and lost the third-place game and missed out on the state tournament a season ago. 2016, they reached the state tournament with a freshman quarterback by the name of Taulia Tungavailoa. They fell to Kahuku in the semifinal round and got beat down a lot, 54 points in that one. Here they are in the OI Championship. Kapahu seeking space. Kapahu coming off a 148-yard performance against Mililani. It was a career high. He got a lot of touches, though, Coach. He had 23 carries last week.
Yeah, he was definitely the workhorse last week, and he really deserved all those touches. And the best part, Felipe, is he got stronger as the game went on, which is what you like to see in your running back.
A touchdown to boot as well. But again, without Zeph Salas, he's out. Waluia Amitoy Lau helps build some depth in that department. Those are the only 2 running backs here this evening. Time in the pattern, the throw over the middle from Maui Remigio Jr. And he gets double leg takedown by Madden Soliai, UCLA bound. Comes in to make the tackle, but a yard shy of the first.
Great job getting Remigio involved in this game early, running the little dig route look like on the backside, and just getting them into third and really short, which is where they want to be to have a chance to get a first down.
He's a dangerous receiver. You know what his middle name is, by the way? No Ka'oi. His name is Maui No Ka'oi Remigio Jr. Love it. 49, here's Kapahu again, and Kapahu gets pounded for it for a first down. He followed a Marxist Tungavailoa Amosa en route after Madden Soliai finally made the stop with a chains move for the first time. The first down for the Hurricanes.
Here they come with a power play. Kapahu doing a great job of staying inside, but Madden Soliai just coming out there from his safety spot and absolutely laying the wood on Kapahu. still a first down there for Kapolei.
They said they need to effectively run the ball with their horses, according to head coach Darren Hernandez. In his second OIA final ever, the first in the Open. Shifting a lot of guys around here, which includes Ava Cook. Cook works it out. There's Nico Smith. Nico Smith spins free. Nico Smith chased from behind inside the 20. Kevin Kamaka-Ala, they've been working on that play for a while, all throughout practice with their run game coordinator, Tyler Fabral, and their pass game coordinator, Bobby George.
Beautiful play design, just a now screen to the Slim Reaper there. They had numbers, and he's just doing his thing, man. Slim Shady making people miss, getting vertical, moving the chains in a big way for Kapolei.
Gain of 29, and the biggest play of the game for that man, Nico Smith. To the 19-yard line. Kapahu kind of ripped that football out with Soliai all over him. We got a yard out of it.
And his defense knew what they needed to do and who they needed to stop, and they're doing a great job of that there. Kapahu had some great patience there on the play, but Madden Soliai just coming out of that safety spot and just, again, laying hat on Kapahu and stopping him dead in his tracks.
Jacob Ballesteros leads the division in pass yards and touchdown passes. He's only 101 yards away from 2,500 this year, but it's been a steady dose of Mikey Kapahu. Penalty flag down after Amaru Baranaba helps in on the stop here for the Red Raiders. Just so much physicality in these trenches. I mean, there's a lot of beef out there, and a very young offensive line for the Hurricanes, where tonight they're not even starting a single senior. 3 sophomores, a junior, and a freshman.
Holding, offense number 50, 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
And ironically, it's the senior who gets some reserve work in, Riley Leuma. You're called for the hold.
You know, and that's impressive, Felipe, what you're just talking about, you know, to have such young offensive linemen be as physical as they are. That takes a lot of preparation. That's a mentality that's been set in them by their offensive coaches, and they've got a long time to be successful here if this front stays together.
Once again, it boots him out of the red zone, 2nd and 19. Ballesteros, time in the pocket, slings it high for Kapahu. It's incomplete. Galvin Crawford, closest man there in the secondary. Last week, interim head coach Miho Apula said he wanted to get 5 sacks on the Campbell offense. Didn't get any. Did force a couple of turnovers or 2 interceptions. Like a little bit more confident to try and get a pass rush here tonight, but it's going to be tough too, obviously, with the run game being so prominent in this second half of the season for the Hurricanes.
You know, and again, I think a big part of it was not having number 5 out there as far as a pass rush is concerned. You see they're doing a lot of different things where they're simulating blitzes and bringing it from the other side, and so, you know, he might attain that goal here tonight.
This is 3rd and 19. Ballesteros, there's the chase, directing traffic. Now takes off. Slides down just shy of the 20. It's at the start of the slide to the 21 and a gain of 7. Ciale Reed was staring him down. If they try another field goal, this will be from 38 out, and here comes the kicker, Larry McCarley.
And this is a great job by Ballesteros. You know, this is what you talk about, managing the game, staying alive, avoiding Ely, trying to direct traffic, but he knows he wasn't there, and he just takes off, gets whatever yards he could, protects himself, and brings up 4th down here. But great decision there, not throwing the ball into traffic.
Officially, this will be a 40-yard try. It'll be a career long for McCarley. With one from 30 against Los Alamitos at home in Kapolei. From the same hash. Got it down clean. McCarley hooked it left. No good. Grayson Olafoni showing some good friendship and leadership, trying to put some positive affirmations into McCarley's mind. Rough start for the Hurricanes. Still scoreless.
Friday. The final stretch of the season begins, and it's about to get real. It's the first round of the First Hawaiian Bank Division II State Football Championships, only on OC16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Aloha, I'm Howard Deshevsky. The pride of our islands are its people. Join me as I show you uplifting and inspirational stories of athletes, coaches, and more on Sports People Hawaii.
I had, I think, 12, 13 people come together to do different sections with me, like running, crewing me, and so just getting that whole experience was incredible.
Tune in to Sports People Hawaii only on Spectrum OC16.
Never miss the moments that matter with more ways to watch University of Hawaii sports and local high school action. If you're on the go, stream it on our mobile app. Prefer the big screen? Tune in to our local networks. And when you're at your computer, watch it anytime on our website. UH Sports and local high school action. It's your game, your way. With Spectrum Sports and Spectrum OC16.
Take all the great OC16 action with you on the go with the Spectrum News app. All the latest local sports, news, and weather that matter most to you. Download it now. It's on the App Store or Google Play. Wherever you get your apps.
Checking our work, Felipe.
Right,
live and in color.
Right, and the app, great. You know, get all the live streams here. Scoreless as Kahuku takes over from the 20. And look at Kapolei just continuing to pound through. Xavier Sua, excellent work at 260 pounds. And that's what it's going to come down to here. I mean, for Kapolei again, they said we got to stop their run.
Yeah, they're running stretch here, but you can see there Kamanacion is showing up right now, not allowing Blake Alo to really get going, and then that swarming hurricane coming in to take him down for a 1-yard gain.
And I asked Niho Apule, I mean, how disappointed or satisfied were you with the run game last week? He's like, you know, it was okay, but it's really about executing our blocks and understanding the concepts and attacking quicker on those gaps. Maratarangi gives it off here to Blake Alo, and Alo trying to carry Hurricanes with him. Not easy to do when you have 210 pounds. Carried him like a backpack on his way close to the first down, 2-yard shy. Kahuku trying to go with pace here.
And great play call there to try and slow down that aggressive pass rush. Running the little flick, look like a screen or something, and just letting Alo do his thing, man. Dragging, like you said, Hurricanes with him to bring up 3rd and short.
Or Kahuku 0 for 1 so far tonight on 3rd downs. Maratarangi in the pocket, pumping, firing, deflected, it's picked again. Guess who? Bryson Miose. Big Bryson turning up in the OI final. He's got another.
Wow, these guys came to play. Miose with his 2nd interception, not just in the game, Felipe, in the 1st quarter. You can see them rushing 4. And you see Noah Papumua'ava getting that big paw up there, knocking it in the air. Great tip ball mechanics there by Miose. Getting his team on the fringe of the red zone. 1st down, Kapolei.
Not enough people know how good Bryson Miose is. If they didn't know, now you know his name. And remember it. With the help of Papumua'ava. And now here comes Cook. Taking bodies with him. Siale Reed in there as bodies get tangled up. Are they connected together or something, or just trying to get balance? They're just trying to fight each other off. That's how the quarter will come to a close. In the rain and the passion and the emotion from 2 teams, each seeking to carve out their own histories. 2 turnovers forced by the Hurricane defense, but no points so far after 1.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
We met at UH, but had to move away to find jobs.
We wondered if we could ever move back home.
but real dreams lead the way.
When you're told it won't work,
Work harder.
think it's beyond your reach,
Ask for help.
think you can't buy a house in Hawaii.
This is home.
For 100 years, we've invested in our community. We're proud to be Hawaii's #1 local mortgage lender, American Savings Bank.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Wednesday, Hawaii takes on Mississippi Valley State on the first night of the Outrigger Rainbow Classic. Rainbow Warrior Basketball, only on Spectrum Sports.
Big West women's volleyball action comes your way as the Rainbow Wahine takes on Cal State Bakersfield. It goes down tomorrow. Note that start time, 3:45, exclusively on Spectrum OC16. With all the construction around the gym, they have moved the concession stands to a tent on the other side, and some of the Farrington staff members and the girls basketball team actually helping out too. Shout out to them. Second quarter begins. Ballesteros firing, end zone. Incomplete, intended for Nico Smith with Madden Soliai and Ave Crawford there.
Kahuku is not going to allow Kapolei to throw the ball over the head, and that is a testament to Nico Smith and Mauro Remigio. They're playing way over the top, and that is also what's kind of attributing to helping the run game, but they're not going to let Kapolei beat them deep.
Can players ever get used to the rain? When
No.
it's like blowing this, or is it always a pestilence?
It is, yeah, you know, and this is where you just got to help condition their mind to kind of, my coach back in college used to tell us, you got to defeat the elements, don't let them defeat you. So you got to kind of just block it out, man, and just do your best to not let it affect you.
Swing it out here for Mikey Kapahu, one-on-one now. By two guys, only trucks over Ave Crawford, but Crawford hung on to the foot enough as he leans forward near the first down stick. Call it a first down.
And this is what makes Mikey Kapahu so dangerous. It's not just the fact that he can run, but you can put him on the edge and just in the open field, making guys miss, still getting yards again, and he becomes the same runner that he is. He's not just going to get taken down off the first hit, and he's going to drag you along with him. First down, Kapolei inside the 15-yard line.
They are moving, and these scoring opportunities have come kind of in bunches for Kapolei. They get this ball after the second interception caught by Bryson Miose from the 11. Draw it here, Kapahu. Chased from behind with a flag down. It usually comes in the area of a hold, especially when that lane opened up. There you see the run game coordinator in the red hat, Tyler Fabral. There you see the pass game coordinator on the right. Look at those three guys up. Bobby George. Bobby George, by the way, of course, St. Louis quarterback, great. Was over at Chaffey College and then had a knee injury, came back home. He became a quarterback's coach with Darren Hernandez.
Offense number 50, 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
He was a quarterback's coach with Darren Hernandez at the tender age of like 21, 22. Then Bobby George went on to great things. He coached a lot of pylon teams. He's found his way back. He's done a phenomenal job with this offense.
Yeah, you know, I had the pleasure and also got terrorized by Bobby George my entire high school career. He was a heck of a quarterback at St. Louis, and glad to see him on the sidelines coaching kids up.
And that year at Kapolei, when he was the QB coach, John Howell was the OC. Oh, coming across was Talanoa Ili.
Encroachment, defense number 5, 5-yard penalty. First down.
You know, Bobby George knows a lot about this Kahuku team because in the 2001 state championship, St. Louis was unbeaten at that point. They faced Kahuku. Bobby George was hit 11 times in that game. He was sacked once, and then he left the game after a big hit temporarily, then came in the second half to throw a touchdown.
Yeah, he was a tough quarterback now.
Mm-hmm. And here he is, giving us all his knowledge and know-how, one of the great young coordinators in the state. Kind of a rough forward and backwards motion here for Kapolei penalty-wise. Ballesteros through the middle. And Ballesteros sticks his head down. Malaki Soliai-Tui gets to him. Kid who grew up in Makakilo, who's in a 3-quarterback race in the offseason. Showing the footwork, and the toughness here.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing from him right now. They went empty. Kahuku is, like I said, not going to let him throw the ball over the head. He saw some green grass. He took every yard that he could and even put his shoulder into that one to get them into the deep red zone.
Mikey Kapahu, usually when they go heavy package with this, a lot of it's the Wildcat stuff. Blocking backs all around with Xavier Sua, the middleman of that front three. Kapahu. Seeking space. Kapahu leans forward. He gets close to the one. Iring Mapu's there.
And this is just a great utilization of your personnel. Looking like a little counter play back. This has been kind of a big play that's been circulating around college football and high school, and just giving the best player the ball right now, getting downhill in a hurry.
Get Mikey Kapahu. 15 pounds of muscle he gained in the offseason. The premier running back in this division. Here he is again. Third down. Kapahu with a dog pile right out there. He's short. Siali Reed gets to him. A first down available is alive at the 1. Depending on this spot, it's gonna be real close. It's either 4th and less than a yard, or it's 1st and goal.
Just following his blockers there, but great job, Siali Reed, avoiding the 2 lead blockers, getting around them, and then getting to Kapahu and pulling him backward, not allowing him to get the first.
It's 4th down right now at the 2-yard line. They only need a yard, and Darren Hernandez contemplating if he wants to take time. Hurricane fans get loud. They only need a yard to extend the drive. And now, Kapolei takes time. A first half controlled by Kapolei. Can they cash in when you come back?
Big news, I'm bringing back my bigger drink cups and lowering my prices too. So this old menu board's gotta go. Get even more value with my mozzarella sticks. Get so much more under $4.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Big every time, nice up your life here. When we stories way out, they go wide. 10 by 20 plus, dep on the side. Double X, yes, call it a double dime. Hawaii self-storage just as big every time, right? Hawaii self-storage is the place to be. Guaranteed from the boys of BET. So come on down to Hawaii self-storage. So come down, respect here, yeah. Hawaii self-storage, #1. Check it, yeah.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Whether you're on the go, at home, or anywhere in between, you can always be connected to the games you love. UH Sports and local high school action. It's your game, your way. With Spectrum Sports and Spectrum OC16.
Double dipping tomorrow on Spectrum Sports and Spectrum OC16. East Texas takes on Hawaii. That game will be on Spectrum Sports. Little Rainbow Warrior basketball at 7:30. 4th and 1 for Kapahu and the Kapolei offense. Trying to break a scoreless tie. Kapahu, jump pass, high and caught! It's Papu Moava! Touchdown!
What a great play call at the right time, 4th and 1. The little pop pass to your playmaker. Touchdown, Kapolei, breaking the seal this evening.
McCarley on for the extra point. He's only missed 6 of these this year, and this one will definitely go through. Of course we'd see something like this. The first career touchdown pass and catch for Mikey Kapahu and Noah Papumoa'ava. 7-0 Hurricanes.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by your Hawaii Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
I love Simon.
Me too.
Thank you.
And I love fried chicken, chili, french fries, spaghetti, fried noodles.
Right now, everyone could use a little kokua. That's why we're bringing back the kokua pack for only $9.89 at the takeout counter only. A comforting customer favorite back for a limited time.
How about Mikey Kapahu throwing up for the big boy to pull it in? Noah Papumoa'ava. Got no chance going 1-1 on him. Gets the touchdown. And the first career pass and reception for his score for each of those two. And again, all of that aided by the turnover after Papumoa'ava, right, got the one-handed set for the pick to Bryson Miose, so he's gets the capper. Manin Soliai, couple of kick returns for touchdown this year. Hits it hard. And it's Larry McCarley, the kicker, who has to save the day. What a return from Soliai.
What a great answer to that last drive. The speedster fielding the ball, setting everything up, making the coverage team converge, and then boom, he takes it outside, cuts it up, turns on the jets there, gets around the corner. Great job by Larry McCarley not allowing the touchdown to happen.
Troy Maratirangi, after the 48-yard Soliai return, has gone 1 for 4 with 2 picks and 7 yards. Something's got to happen here for Kahuku. 4 in the pattern. Maratirangi gets it out. Here comes Jonas Wong, and Wong gets escorted to the sideline. Good tackle out there by Rylan Parra. Jonas Wong stepping up here. Got a lot of work ethic done in the offseason and then into the second half of the year. Climbed his way up into the starting line. He's done nice work this year.
Yeah, starting off with the bubble screen, trying to get on the edge, but Rylan Parra right there to meet him, but not before he gained 2 or 3 yards.
Wong, who now has caught passes against Konawaina, Bishop Gorman, Mililani, Campbell, and now Kapolei this season. 2nd and 7. Maratirangi, watch out! Oh my goodness, he almost had the hat trick, didn't he, Jose? Oh my Lord!
That was a dangerous throw there, trying to run a little quick RPO, but it looks like they're allowing Miose to just kind of play off of the eyes of the quarterback, and he broke on that ball and almost came up with his 3rd interception in the first half.
Miose only had 2 interceptions all of last year. The 6 for his career, by the way. A third of them have been against, or excuse me, half of them have been against Kahuku. But a penalty flag down. It's Blake Allo. Hermana Sione there. This came right at the snap.
What do you think it is, Felipe?
That's a great question. Oh, came from the down judge. Yeah, it's either illegal shift or it's illegal formation. because I'm not sure if the receiver on that near sideline was on the line, and now they're asking Kapolei if they want to decline or accept it.
Five players in the backfield. Offense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
I can breathe easier now. They'll take the play, and they'll take this punt coming up from Kahuku, or maybe they're going to put Jaden Parker out here. Wow. Jaden Parker will line up what would be a state record. This will be from 59 yards. The record's 58, hit by Harry Hill for Konawaina with the wind. History on the line here for Parker. But first, a timeout. So Jaden Parker, let's give you a story. Jaden Parker's only missed 1 field goal in his high school career. In fact, it was last week from 50 out against Campbell. Jaden Parker, who grew up with Rhino Almua during their days over in Japan. They went to Yuma High School together. They were playing youth sports in the 5th grade. Then they find their way their senior year back again with each other. He had a 60-yard field goal in practice. And this is within his range and with this win.
You know, good call. You know, you got the win at your back. Take a shot. Hey, if not, you got here right around midfield, and your defense has been holding up okay. You know, better than trying to punt it and possibly getting a block and you know, wild punt. You know.
Oh, now they're gonna call it off here.
Yeah.
I got everyone excited. Parker wanted to try that too. He said that was his goal, to get the state record. Hale Kanai will punt this one away. With the win into the coffin corner for Nico Smith. And this takes a heck of a bounce inside the 5. Down to the 4-yard line. 37 on the boot. And like most games here for Kahuku, the defense is going to have to pick up for some of the offensive futility that's being shown early on in games.
That was kind of the story right last week with Campbell. You know, it really sparked them with the interception by Pule. And so now, right, and they haven't yet caused Kapolei or forced Kapolei to become a one-dimensional team. But we're going to see now that they got to drive here 95+ yards to see if they can get them into throwing the football.
Jacob Ballesteros and Mikey Kapahu back there deep in their own territory now. From the 4, Kapahu right up against Malaki Soliaitui, who forces him back. Another UCLA commit. Him along with Noah Ayu make the stop to the 11-yard line.
And those are the type of runs that Kahuku's got to try and limit here. You know, to give up, you know, 7 or 8 on the first play of the drive, right? That doesn't help you. But they've been very strong, and they're kind of a bend don't break defense here, and hopefully they can come back and finish off this series.
After the run of 7, Kapolei 114 yards of offense. Kahuku just 15. Malaki Soliaitui in company limits the stop. One of Matt Funga's original Wolfpack members, the former Kahuku assistant coach. Malaki Soliaitui also started off as a water boy. Played for the Ko'olauloa Raiders growing up with the St. Louis quarterback, Manoa Lopes. And one of the hardest working guys you can meet, by the way, on this team, and they're going to miss him when he graduates. And he'll join Matt Insolia at UCLA.
I mean, his name has been called over and over and over again, Felipe, throughout the years. And incredible football player, excited for what he has in store for him beyond Kahuku football.
5 tackles here tonight for him as Ballesteros throws. This ball is incomplete. Avi Crawford on the coverage guarding Nico Smith. And for the second time tonight, Kapolei will have to punt into the wind and into the rain.
And that's a big stop here for Kahuku. You know, giving up 7 on the first play and then showing up on 2nd and 3rd down and forcing a punt, like you said, Felipe, into the wind with the rain blowing in their face and a dangerous returner back there ready to catch the football.
Here's Larry McCarley. This snap has to be really good, too. McCarley, good clean punt to get away. Take a Kapolei bounce to the 45-yard line. 33 on the punt. Kahuku in an OIA final, 10 plays, 15 yards.
They haven't settled in yet. You know, they're trying to search, they're trying to find ways. No first downs yet to this point. And so they just got to find some ground that, you know, I don't know what the answer is, but they got to find it quick.
Maritirangi and Alo back on here. Kapolei's defense has forced 2 turnovers against his offense. Maritirangi sliding out, going over the middle. This ball is off the hands of Kanaloa Kamake Aina. Rylan Parr was guarding him. Trying to free up some of the bigger options over the middle, and just couldn't find him.
Yeah, running, we'll call it old school waggle, getting the tackle out there to block for him, squaring up, letting the ball go. Just a little bit out of reach for Kamake Aina there, bringing up 2nd and 10.
Called a waggle?
Waggle.
Waggle?
Yes.
Oh. Did not know that.
That's an old school play.
How old? You don't have to answer that. Alo getting pushed from behind by Matthias Naravo. It's actually helping Kahuku. The force of that 210-pound senior linebacker propels him forward to the 36-yard line.
Great play there, running stretch into the boundary, and Kahuku just doing a good job of getting a body on a body, and then Alo, that escapability, making guys miss, blading his body, and then the strength there to just continue to drive his legs and get a big chunk run there to bring up 3rd and short.
Sam, the back, they'll put Almua in motion. They look that way, they throw here for Zenon Alarosa, who just gets the first down. The first one for Kahuku tonight at the 3:51 mark of the 2nd. Catch there from Zenon Alarosa.
Great job there, just coming back with the slot screen. Nice, easy, high percentage throw to get the first to get 1 yard to move the chains, and really continue to make Kapolei and force them to cover everybody on the field versus just the run game.
Remember, Kahuku won the toss and deferred, so this part of the game critical to find success. Toa Sam. Sam gets pushed back, and a finger wag there from Miki Te'o. He waggled his finger. Said no.
Man, he absolutely put his face on Toa Sam and stopped him in his tracks.
Yeah, Toa Sam's a tough runner too. Remember, he had a bright performance last year in the JV squad. Look at Miki Te'o. Waggle, 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 waggle. Penalty flag down right at the snap. If accepted, by the way, this will be the 9th penalty. There's been 6 on Kapolei here tonight and 2 on Kahuku. Kahuku had 11 penalties last week.
Encroachment, defense, number 47, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Kapolei also had 11 penalties against Mililani a week ago. There you see David Stant, the Kahuku graduate. 1981, he lived in Japan for 17 years before getting the Kamehameha Kapalama gig. Led that team to an 09 state title. He took over for Kanani Suso, who at the time stepped down to become Kamehameha's athletic director. 2nd and 5. Here comes Lerner, who is in motion. Then Maritirangi will take it forward. It's right near the yellow line. Noah Papamua Alvin, Carmana Sione. We're there.
great play call here, right? Utilizing the 11th player, the guy that the defense never usually accounts for. And Maratirangi, he ain't afraid now. He'll go put his head in there and go get a first down for his team.
Maratirangi, a natural-born leader. The temperature of the field changed when he assumed the reins as a starter. Last year was banged up with injuries. Was in a 3-quarterback race in the offseason. Nick Starkel was one of the quarterback coaches here. Played over at San Jose. Made it to the league. And helping out this offense. Here's Blake Alo. Big hole Alo. Noah Papumua'ava able to get him on the side right at the 15-yard lines with the final 100 seconds of the half.
Now here comes some consistency, some settling in of this offense, getting back to the stretch game. Blake Alo doing a great job of hitting it off tackle, coming in and getting a big gain there on first down.
Yeah, that David Stant 2009 Kamehameha State title team, that was a loaded squad. Bo Yap, T.C. Campbell, Ryan Ho, Blaze Cuban, Chaz Badgett. Shout out Chaz Badgett. Landon Ano, Koaka'ai. They were studs out there. They had one of the best defenses in the state in that era of football. And of course, David Stant's surfing roots go back to his childhood and the connection on the North Shore. His father was the founder of the Patrol Club, Dahui Surfing Club. Played college football after high school. He had a knee injury, tried pro surfing, didn't really like it, then got a scholarship to play linebacker at UH, and now here he is, finding his way back home after successful coaching stints in Japan.
Yeah, great to see him back on the sideline, and he's a heck of a coach. You know, we shared, obviously we're both head coaches at Kamehameha, and every time he came back, he always would encourage me and help me out. Great guy.
A lot of options here for Kahuku. 2 timeouts left. A good amount of time, 92 seconds. 2nd and 1. Again, Alo giving forward progress for a first down. Amate Taimatuia, the last line of defense that kind of pushed him back before Noah Papumua'ava and Rylan Parra help out. Change move. The only 2 first downs they've had in this game have come on this drive alone here for the Red Raiders. Driving for the tying touch. Fake to Alo. Fire end zone. Sanford Tupuola. Incomplete. Hand fighting out there with Toa Leffler. We got a penalty flag down on the opposite side of the field. This is where the down judge was.
And you see them hurrying up the offense to try and go to the big body on the outside. But Toa Leffler doing a great job of not allowing Sanford Tupuola to set himself up in the back
player
of the
downfield, offense number 68. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Nehemiah Campbell. Kahuku has to come away with some kind of points here before the break. On a night where the Red Raiders only have 42 yards of offense. They've had the ball half as long as Kapolei has had possession so far. Toa Sam the back on 1st and 15. Maratirangi, tight window. This one off the hands again and incomplete. Nearly picked by Hayden Hose, who almost got it.
Great protection by the O-line up front. Looking like a double post on the backside. And just threw it a little bit behind the receiver there for Cale Lerner, and almost another pick coming up for Hayden Jose.
Clock stops here after the incompletion. 1:08. And the rain continued to gently falling down at a consistent rate. Option. Maratirangi keeps, not going anywhere. Grayson Alafoni had time to pitch it out, but Alafoni able to make another good play. Timeout, Kahuku.
What a great job by Alafoni there. Just staying balanced, coming off, coming up with the big hit to stop Maratirangi there.
Alafoni, who missed a couple of games this year because of injury, comes back in the second half of the season and shines. You know you're regular when you get a horse collar like that.
Oh, that's old school right there now.
He's ready for the Kentucky Derby.
The old butterfly. looking like he belongs in the program right now.
Yeah, for real, right? Alafoni with 3 sacks this year. It came against Farrington. Kapolei, the sack leader in the OI Division I Open this season. See Darren Hernandez. Darren Hernandez, he had a stressful week, by the way. Got to go to see him at practice, and you know, he knows the weight and the gravity of this game. And he says, you know, our whole history has been about we can't win the big one. We can't win the big one. This is easily the biggest game in the history of our program. And he's had the support of the staff and the community, and the only varsity head coach in that program's history trying to cash in. 3rd and 15. Maraterang in the pocket, gonna fire. It is incomplete to Rhino Almoa. Almate Taimotuia trying to go for it as well, and it's 4th down.
Kapolei playing their safeties in their corners about 10 yards off. They're not going to let Kahuku just throw the ball over their head. Ran a little switch pattern there, trying to get Almoa out there. Just a little bit too low for him to finish off the catch, bringing up 4th down for the Red Raiders.
35-yard try for Jaden Parker, who's 8 for 9 in his career. He's 4 for 5 this year. And whistles a timeout, Kapolei. And the kicker, Jaden Parker, who was the Campbell kicker a season ago. Made that move over up north, which is a heck of a culture change for him, too. But he has loved every single second of it. And for Parker, he hit field goals against Kahuku from 40, 33, and 36 as a Campbell Sabre. In fact, of his 4 field goals last year, 3 of them as a Sabre were all against Kahuku. Now he's on the other side of that.
That is bananas.
And so here he is for Kahuku's first points. Again from 35 yards out. Parker gets it up and knocks it through. Of course.
And he has been money all season long for this football team, and the way it's unfolding here tonight, Felipe, is like an NFL game. So anytime you can get points, you got to take them. Great job getting on the board here, Kahuku, before the end of the half.
His father, Peter, retired from the Navy. Of course, we talked about the overseas playing time that he had in Japan. Of course, his mom, Tanya, also a big influence in his life. And he said, you know, my dad's like my superhero as well. And I was like, what's your dad's name? He's like, Peter. I'm like, so your dad's name is Peter Parker? He's like, yeah, I guess so.
Does he have an Aunt May?
He does not. Okay, yeah, his mom's name is Tanya. Okay. Right? Okay. Tanya is the mom's name, by the way, and he had to adjust to the crosswinds at Kahuku, which made it very difficult. But he said it helped really kind of improve his kicking with all the different variables, and he knocks in his 5th field goal of the season. But keep in mind, he also has a job. He works at a sandwich shop. Well, this guy's been all over the place, and we'll see him during the winter season. Because remember, Campbell last year made it to the OI boys soccer final. Lost to Mililani in overtime. He'll play soccer again coming up in a few weeks. Parker with this wind shoots it over, muffed here, and picked up at the 11 by Jason Gabailo. And Gabailo just has to secure that to the 21-yard line. Emmett J. Harrison, good job on special teams to make the stop. Kapolei a chance here to just take a knee and take the lead. Maybe go for more.
A solid kick here. Great heads-up play. Doesn't catch it cleanly, but picks it up and gets whatever he could there. Looking like Kapolei possibly just taking a couple of knees and getting out of this half.
Yeah, Ballesteros right there. Kapolei, 115 yards of offense. Kahuku just 42. And the number growing a little bit more here for Kapahu as Baranaba makes that stop. We get the final 28 seconds and counting. Kahuku will get the ball to start the third quarter. So maybe not the game that others kind of anticipated. The rain kind of dampening at least the hype and the vibe surrounding it. But overall, Kapolei's defense proving that they are just as physical and talented as many others here in this division. The 2 picks from Bryson Miyose. He almost had a third earlier in this period. And Kapolei has the lead. Zaniness early on. The second pick for Miyose set up a jump pass for a touchdown. Kapolei, yes, that Kapolei has the lead on Kahuku in the OIA
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at Hawaii Pizza Hut.
Hey, Dad, can we talk?
Sure, what's up?
I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
It's my new car. I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
You might be on the naughty list.
Enjoy the new car.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at Hawaii Pizza Hut.
Aloha, Mike Latronic here, and you're watching Spectrum OC16.
Welcome to Cooking Hawaiian Style, presented by the Hawaii Community Foundation, shooting season 20 at the beautiful Royal Lahaina Resort and Bungalows. Today in the kitchen, we have Chef Ben Marquez going to join us. What are you going to make?
We're going to make kampachi tataki. We're also going to make steamed kampachi with chili water sauce.
The theme is kampachi.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite fishes.
It's going to be great.
Yes, you're not going to want to miss this one. Make sure you're watching. Go to our website, cookinghawaiianstyle.com, and thanks for watching Cooking Hawaiian Style.
Rainbow Warrior football is back and now on Spectrum Sports. Come along for the ride as the Bows build upon last season's foundation and take the next step forward. Whether they're defending the Rock at home or taking the fight on the road, you can expect full throttle, high-octane football straight to your screen. This season, watch Hawaii football on Spectrum Sports or stream it on the Spectrum News app, available on all your favorite devices. This is our team. It's our game. University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior football, now on Spectrum Sports.
At JN Chevrolet, we believe you should get more for less every day. More selection with tons of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock. And more value from the best offers on new and pre-owned vehicles to the highest cash payouts for your trade. Come get it all at JN Chevrolet.
Our Hawaii Longshore Division knows it takes all hands, and it's with hard work, dedication, and aloha that the women on the waterfront help keep our harbors on the move. From administration to dockside, they're a vital part of our union, lifting each other up and carrying our islands forward. Together we stand Ohana strong. We are the Hawaii Longshore Division, connecting daily life, our communities, our islands.
Rain continuing to fall here in Kalihi, 7-3. The Hurricanes on top in the OI Division I Open Championship. It was scoreless after the first 12 minutes, and then 4 minutes into the second. How about this? On 4th and 1 from the 2, a jump pass from Mikey Kapahu to Noah Papamu'ava. First career pass and touchdown reception for those two, and then shortly thereafter, 43 seconds to go. Jaden Parker, field goal make number 5 of the year from 35 out. Gets the Red Raiders on the board, 7-3. And here are the Jack in the Box halftime stats.
Yeah, big one. I mean, 7 first downs between two teams that have been known for their offense. You know, obviously the most shocking one, total offense of Kahuku 42, but that's because they turned the ball over twice, 2 interceptions by Mr. Miyose there, making his presence felt. And this is just the battle that I imagined it was going to be. Low scoring, defensive seesaw. Whoever makes the least mistakes in the end got a chance to pull it off.
In most games against Kahuku, the time of possession split, but it's Kapolei that has set the tone.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you have a running game, right? You have the ability to control the clock. Eat away at it is what you want to do to keep their offense off the field. And then you just kind of, you dictate the game that way because it's my offense, my physicality, what I want to do. I get to impose my will on you, and then you just play that psychological game until the end.
And right now, it is Kapolei with that tone setting and the lead and trying to make history and capture their first ever OI8 championship. It is just a 4-point game here at the break in the final game of the 2025 OIA season. 7-3, Second City on top.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Hey, I got the job. So I can go part-time. Yes!
Some days bring new opportunities. First Hawaiian Bank can help you say yes to making the most of them. Manage your accounts, earn cash back, and when you need advice, we're here for you.
We should really get him into an art program.
No matter where your journeys take you, you can bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
I'm Angela Lee Pucci, former MMA world champion. I'm here to share that living clean is powerful. No drugs, no drinking, just healthy outlets. There was a time I felt lost. Jiu-Jitsu gave me a way to clear my head, to feel strong without pretending, to connect without saying a word. Choose your outlet, not alcohol. You don't need to fight for a medal, just fight to be you.
Hardware Hawaii, your Mapunapuna hardware store. At Hardware Hawaii Mapunapuna, our experienced team is happy to help you with any of your home project or construction job. Meet our contractor, sales specialist Jerry.
I've been in the business for over 20 plus years. Our team is here, ready and willing to help you find what you need.
So come on down. We're here, ready to help. Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Mapunapuna.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Hurricanes lead 7-3. Of a one-sided first half time of possession-wise, almost 2-1 over the Red Raiders in a department where Kahuku typically has the time in a vice grip. But the Hurricanes trying to make history and knock off Kahuku for just the second time since 2007. And this offense has found its rhythm in the second half, particularly with their run game, but the defensive side here for the Hurricanes, I mean, turn up. They're hanging tough in this game.
Yeah, you really want, I was watching some college football today. Head coach at Texas Tech talks to his team about getting 3 turnovers in a game. They're 2 in already. But the physicality, I've been impressed with the physicality of this front 7. Obviously, that secondary is doing their thing, forcing turnovers and really causing Kahuku to dig for answers and really searching. They haven't really settled into the game, and all hats off to that entire defense playing really, really well together.
Mikey Kapolei was 11 carries for 25 yards, and he has a touchdown pass in the OI championship.
And he's doing an incredible job. Again, you can't expect against a great defense like Kahuku to just rip off all of these huge explosive runs, but he's doing what he needs to do to keep the sticks moving, right? They used him correctly, especially in that goal line, and then throwing that pop pass. I mean, beautiful play calling. They're stringing it together. Great job, Kapolei, so far offensively.
Red Raiders have won the last 14 against the Hurricanes, and the average margin of victory during that winning streak is 28. They're down 4 in a championship game, their 35th OIA title matchup for Big Red. This has been a wild ride here, obviously, for this group. But on the other side here, for Kahuku, I mean, defensively, they've shown up in spurts, but they need to find more consistency. And again, they got to pick up some of the slack from the offense.
You know, it looks tough on defense because, again, their offense is still trying to search for answers. But this is the Kahuku defense that we know. You know, they're going to smother you. They're going to force you to drive the ball down the field and make you scratch for every single yard that you're going to get. You know, they got to stop giving up the penalties, right? Again, like we talked about, you can't just keep giving yards to an offense that has the opportunity and the penchant to score. But for the most part, Kahuku's defense has done a good job. It's only 7-3.
Does a low-scoring game favor a team?
You know, not really. Again, it's all going to come down to in the second half is who's going to make the least mistakes. And again, I think coaches just can't panic, right? You can't throw the game plan out the window, find out what's working, stay the course, and then figure it out as we go.
And this is where defensive coordinators make their money, by the way. Adjustments entering quarters 3 and 4, and right now the Hurricanes on top, seeking a first ever OIA championship. Kalihi, wet, rugged OIA final. Second City up 4, and we're back to more on Spectrum.
This year, we are more thankful than ever. Instead of spending your time cooking, order a pre-made Thanksgiving feast from Zippy's.com or give one to those who deserve it most, so you can spend more time together.
Order online and save up to $20, and now get up to $25 in promotional money coupons. Order today before we sell out.
Mike's Engraving and Trophies, the official provider for Spectrum OC16 and Spectrum XCast.
Aloha, I'm Dot Leandro, and you're watching Spectrum OC16.
Ninth Island Connection highlights Las Vegas businesses, entertainment, events, and activities, both in on and off the Strip. We keep our viewers connected with the Ninth Island, Las Vegas. Of course, we can't forget about the casinos that make Vegas, Vegas. With exclusive tours of the incredible amenities and beautiful accommodations, we bring the Las Vegas Casino into our viewers' homes.
We live in a place where the ocean is our backyard, and every sunset reminds us we're lucky to live Hawaii. But the world beyond our shores offers endless possibilities. Traveling abroad is about opening up your horizons and bringing fresh perspectives back home. Experience how locals are stepping off the islands and into new cultures, new flavors, and new adventures only on Spectrum OC16.
The rain just will not let up here at Farrington tonight as we try to get this OIA D1 Open Division Championship game to completion here. It is right now Kapolei leading 7-3 over Kahuku. Didn't get a chance to speak to Nihoapule at the half. He kept the team in the locker room until the last minute here. But prior to the game, what we did talk about was the fact that this weather, how would it impact the game? And he said this is one of those nights where you just never know what's going to happen. The offense not being able to get rolling here for Kahuku. I know he will be happy with that last drive. They were able to get some points on the board and get Blake Alo rolling there as well. Maybe that's something they can capitalize here on the second half. I tell you what a game we have and what a second half on the way. One thing I can tell you, there will be a lot of rain still coming up in this game. Keep your rain gear on and stay tuned here to OC16. Felipe and Abu coming back.
If you're on the go, at home or anywhere in between, always be connected to UH Sports and local high school action with Spectrum Sports and Spectrum OC16.
Big news, I'm bringing back my bigger drink cups and lowering my prices too, so this old menu board's gotta go. Get even more value with my mozzarella sticks. It's so much more under $4.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Anything's possible.
College is possible. Retirement is possible. Adventure is possible.
And so is saving for it all with our Bank Ohana Savings Special. Earn an interest rate of 3.25% for the first 90 days when you deposit $25,000 from another bank into a Bank Ohana Bonus Rate Savings Plus account. Requires a Bank Ohana checking account with an opening deposit of $500. So make your savings goals possible.
Anything's possible.
Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Big shout out to our friends at Herc Rentals as Hawaii's premier supplier of aerial lift equipment and forklifts, including tonight's game. Herc will take your work to new heights. Hey, Christian, stay rugged. I like it. Is there anything on the back of that? Oh, okay. I love it. I love it. And you got to be rugged, too. That's one of the favorite words from Darren Hernandez. Double G rugged right now and trying to get his guys ready to get quarter number 3 going. This is the second of a championship doubleheader. Before we get on the air, it was the OA JV championship for the Division I Open between Mililani and Campbell with 9 seconds to go. How about Jacob Garcia, the freshman quarterback, driving through 23 yards for the touchdown. They were down 13-10. Just like that, it's 17-13. Congratulations, Mililani. Excellent work, Jacob Garcia. 9 seconds left. Big man on campus. Get all the free plate lunches you want. Somebody feed that boy. He deserves it along with that grade. Got the touchdown. Shout out JG. Now that's rugged. That is rugged.
Test.
Kahuku gets the ball to start the third quarter after winning the toss. Larry McCarley will have to kick into this rain. The rain's only stopped literally for about like 4 minutes this entire first half. It is a 7-3 score. 10 combined points. Kahuku won a low-scoring game up north in October of 2014, 9-0. This ball for Toa Sam from inside the 5. And Toa Sam's got a lane. Toa Sam gotta beat McCarley. And McCarley again gets the angle and forces Sam to the sideline. It's one of the areas where Darren Hernandez said we need to improve on. We either have to win or break even on special teams. Special teams busts and a 62-yard return for Sam.
Great job here, clean field. Way to start off the second half, just getting vertical right now up the hash. Outrunning everybody to set up Kahuku on the plus side of the field.
And what a big return there for Sam. Him along with Madden Soliai have been mainstays in kick returns. And Kahuku will get it in Kapolei territory at the 35. Mataterangi 3 for 10, 12 yards, 2 interceptions. And sometimes, mostly really for him, numbers don't really matter. It's how he manages the game. You have to do it here in quarters 3 and 4. With a penalty flag down again at the line, Sam gets stopped by Bryson Miyose. It happened 17 seconds in. Kahuku with just 3 penalties for 15 yards in that first half.
Illegal formation. Offense, 5 players in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
That's why coaches always remind their wide receivers to make sure they check with the closest referee to see if they're on. And you're on the line when you break the waistline of the hip. You get a little bit more leniency as a receiver the further you go away from the line, but you can't be so significantly far back where you're in the backfield. From the 40. Sam not going to go anywhere. In there, Noah Papumua-Ava and company. 44 and 42 are just pillars and mainstays on this defense. They have been phenomenal, not just tonight, all throughout the season.
And you can see there, Papumua-Ava unblocked as he tracks the stretch, and then Verano coming from the backside and just eliminating the threat right now, bringing up 2nd and 15.
At the beginning of the season, David Stan had like 900 plays on that play sheet, and then he condensed it by the time they took on Kamehameha around like 300. He always still has something special in his pocket. His team right now trailing by 4. Mateterangi gonna put it up high. This is intercepted. Toa Leffler. Leffler out of bounds. His 4th of the year. And the 3rd tonight by this defense. It's a pick party.
And this is how you win football games in championship situations. Looked like they ran a little outside vertical stretch concept, but there Leffler was sloughing off on the flat route and just getting the gift there from Mateterangi. He was in the right spot where he needed to be. Great execution, finishing the interception, and then getting the ball back closer to midfield for this offense to start the 2nd half.
Kamani Yamashita, the defensive coordinator, smiling from ear to ear. Mateterangi only threw 6 touchdowns and 2 picks. Entering tonight, he's thrown 3 interceptions already. Here's Kapahu. Not gonna get a lot. Kahuku's defense stops him. Pule and Baranaba are there.
Number 3 offense must leave for 1 down due to his helmet off.
Well, it comes with 2nd down, and so Valuia Amitoila will have to come in. He had a very good performance all throughout the season, including 89-yard rushing performance against Campbell. So he has to come in for the time being. Cook the blocking back. Amitoila wallop from behind by Talanoa Ely.
Oh. And you can see here that Kahuku is not playing on defense. They're loading up that box. They're getting into a bare front. 1 guy over the center, 2 over the guard, 2 over the tackle. And then there's our guy, Mr. USC, just coming off the edge. Ears pinned back. They're going to make Kapolei try and beat them throwing the football over their head.
Fight on.
He is an absolute specimen, Felipe.
You are exactly right, man. The 44, Ballesteros at the top of the drop, feels the pressure off the edge by Shaden New. Shaden New, part of the legendary New family, makes his presence known.
And this is great. A great job by this defense. They stop the run on early downs, and it gets them into the situations they like to be in, where they can just pin their ears back and rush the passer, running 2 games, meaning stunting with the tackles in the ends, causing confusion up front for that young offensive line, and getting Ballesteros down for the sack.
2nd sack of the season for him. The punt from McCarley dies inside the 35-yard line.
You know, the crazy thing, Felipe, right? I mean, we've got 3 turnovers in the game for Kahuku already. But this defense, they're just so stout that they're continuing to keep their team in striking distance of taking over this lead. And that again, when you get to this level of football and moving on into the state tournament, that's why the saying is defenses win championships.
And this defense is getting better over time, over the course of the game. Mateterangi, again, 3 picks tonight. Only had 2 entering tonight. Here's Blake Allo banging bodies after the gain of only 3 to the 36. Amate Taimatuia and Grayson Alafoni tag team on the tackle here for the Hurricanes.
And this is just great football, you know, being able to see it from this perspective. I mean, both sides, the kids are playing hard. They're giving everything that they got, being physical. They both want this championship bad.
Run to the left again, and Noah Papamo'ava right inside saddle there. Noah Papamo'ava is ridiculous. Offers from Cal, shout out Abu, UH, San Diego State, UNLV. Great worker in the trenches and just instinctually good. He always knows that second move you're about to make, and he fights through and he just surges forward.
Yeah, I mean, taking on a blocker, shedding the block, and getting there to being on the tackle, even though it ran the opposite of you. Then there's our guy, Mr. Miose, showing up for the slaughter hammer hit there to bring up third down.
Third and 4. Materangi, marker down. Materangi goes down. It's Matthias Neravoa and Kaimana Sione, but a flag's on the far side. Indication it's on Kahuku.
Trying to move the pocket, get Materangi out there, but again, Kapolei is not going to allow the ball to get thrown over their head, and there he
Illegal
is.
shift, offense. Players were not set before the snap. That penalty is declined, fourth down.
Neravoa just on that backside pursuit, Felipe. He comes and he finishes plays for sure.
How is this happening in the state final for Kahuku? All these illegal shit. These are very like undisciplined pre-snap penalties.
Yeah, that's, you know, like you said, I think that, you know, they want this so bad. You know, they're not doing it on purpose. It's just they can't think. You know, and this is where the coaching aspect comes in. Just talking to them, you know, hey, man, make sure you check and get all of these things done.
That one down at the 30-yard line on the punt of 37 from Kalaheo Kanai. 7-3, Hurricanes on top.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at Hawaii Pizza Hut.
You only get one brain. If you take a hit to the head, take it seriously.
Don't tough it out. Report it. Tell your coach or parent how you really feel.
And look out for your teammates. If something seems off, speak up.
You've got 2 arms,
2 legs,
2 eyes,
but only one brain. Protect it.
Play hard, play safe, speak up. Learn more at hawaiiconcussion.com.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at Hawaii Pizza Hut.
Sunday, Hawaii returns to the Terraflex for a matchup against Cal State Bakersfield. Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Well, after the punt from Kahuku, Kapolei gets the ball back at the 30-yard line, where Ballesteros has gone 6 for 10 for 68 yards. Only 107 yards of offense for Kapolei in a game that, oh, this one's over the head of Ballesteros, and Kapalu's got a hop on it. Oh, my goodness. Oh. How in the world did that happen?
You know, Kahuku is doing a great job, as I've been observing, is they've got a zero nose over the center right now that kind of, you know, can spook you at times if you're worried about trying to get your snap hand up to be able to block them. Not sure if he was covered or uncovered, but just popped the ball up and right over his head, and great job by Kapahu jumping on it, but obviously this is not the start that they wanted for the second series.
It takes that ball all the way back to the 6-yard line on a loss of 23. Kapahu found a crease, and he gets stopped right at the 11-yard line. Kapahu's going to be really good, by the way, next year. I mean, he's going to be the breakout star and easily RB1 statewide next year. He's already RB1 right now, and he's 107 rushing yards away from breaking 1,000 for the season.
Oh, without a question, Felipe. Like, I can't speak enough about this guy. You know, like you said, you can see that he's developed his body because he can take and absorb hits. He can deliver the blow. He doesn't go down easy. Like I said, great body balance, great vision. Very rare guys are born to play this position, and he's one of them.
3rd down. And from here to the rail. The throw here to Maui Remigio Jr. Look out, umpire. Strutman got in the way. One of the more rugged umpires you're going to find. Good job to stay out there. And just past the 20-yard line. Shaden Niu and Taimo Pule make the stop.
But this drive right here is just a great example where, mistakes, especially that we call a critical error, right? Giving up 20-something yards on a loss, like that can be the swing in the game or something that the other team needed to be able to get back into this one quickly.
How often have we seen special teams play a factor in these big championship games? McCarley had a one-hopper, and that one floated away. Just inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. So it's another drive where Kahuku gets it in plus territory, but they have nothing to show for it offensively.
And now, right, the clock is flying in this 3rd quarter. Like you said, the answers on both sides, right? You really want to try and find answers and adjustments and tweaks that you can make, and it's just been, a defensive struggle, and Kapolei again probably squandered an opportunity because not much time came off the clock.
Kahuku went 9-5 last year, lost in the state final to St. Louis, 12-2 in 2023, won the state title. Manaterangi goes the other way to Toa Sam, and he's blown up. Wow! Kaimana Sione.
Great heads-up play there. Kaimana Sione, he wasn't fooled at all. They tried to run the sprint out, throw back, screen, and might have just held on to the ball just a little bit too long. But again, Kaimana Sione did a great job of reading his keys. He never allowed Toa Sam to get out of his sights, bringing him down for a big loss.
-7 in 2nd and 17. Play action again. Pressure comes by Sua. Manaterangi steps up, and down he goes. Matthias Nerafoa brought the heat. Kamani Yamashita, the DC for Kapolei, sensed it. And great pursuit from the front here for the Hurricanes.
When you have a great secondary like Kapolei does, it just allows your front four to just kind of play free and pin their ears back and go. And this secondary is doing a great job of just putting a fence on this defense. And Kahuku's trying to stretch the field now, and Kapolei's just not going to let them, which is leading to these sacks here in the 2nd half.
3rd and 17. Kahuku's only converted one of these on their previous 6 tries. He chucks it high over everybody. Jamie Dowling, the target. Oh boy. It was a rough series for the Kahuku offense, and quickly to come back up.
Kapolei has got them in the place where they've wanted to probably all game, right? Push them to have to throw the ball to win this football game. And they've got them there right now, late in this 3rd quarter.
Kalaheo Kanai towards Nico Smith, and he goes all the way to the end zone for a net punt of 30. The chances are there. No one's been able to cash in. Same score at the half, 7-3.
Friday, the final stretch of the season begins, and it's about to get real. It's the first round of the First Hawaiian Bank Division II State Football Championships, only on OC16, exclusively on Spectrum.
On this episode of Fashion Sense by Valerie, we're making a bold and easy sun-dried tomato pesto pasta salad. Sprinkling a little bit of red chili flakes on my Dr. Hannah answers how stress affects your skin, hair, and hormones.
So literally, stress affects everybody.
Denise shares advice for a single mom.
Single women represent a huge portion of first-time home buyers.
And we showcase 5 powerful looks in the power of red. Presented by D Suihiro Electric Gig, Sundays, 7 p.m. on Spectrum OC16.
We live in a place where the flavors tell our story. We're more than just islanders, we're foodies. always chasing bold flavors, fresh ingredients, and mouth-watering creations. But our love for food doesn't stop here. We travel the world for the next great bite. Experiencing different cultures through food is what we live for. So if you're hungry for more, join us for a tasty adventure only on Spectrum OC16.
Well, both teams very physical between the 20s. Last Kapolei drive, a high snap over Ballesteros' heads. Pinned him deep, gonna go for a punt. Here's Ballesteros pumping, ducking under that one, and now gets hit hard. The ball came out, and Kahuku recovers. It's Kevin Kamakaala on the recovery. Deegan Inessa digging deep for the punch out. And it's the defense again here for Kahuku.
And they just come after Ballesteros on the first down. You see Deegan and Nessa forcing Ballesteros to try and move. Ball pops out. And the big heads-up play for Kamakaala to give Kahuku with their best field position in the red zone with the opportunity to score, Felipe, just like that.
And you teed it up perfectly at the beginning. The defense kind of compensating, special teams helping in. Here's Blake Alo, the running back. Alo to the right. Xavier Sua comes in to make the tackle. A whole lot of bodies colliding. Late flag comes out, flying in. They try and unpeel and unpile. This is a big penalty now coming up.
Yeah, and that's what we said, right? Play with lots of emotion, but don't get emotional, right? Can't start shoving all of that stuff, right? Don't be a macho man, man. Just gotta, once the whistle blows, get back, get your guys ready to play the next snap.
Oh yeah.
Needing Mean Gene out here, Felipe.
Yeah. This penalty, by the way, happened after the play. It's going back. Wow.
After the play, personal foul, hands to the face, offense number 68, 15-yard penalty, second down.
Via Maya Campbell.
And that'll always get you. You know, like you said, you gotta be able to control yourself, even as the game is getting hot. Big, exciting play just happened, but you gotta keep your belly hot and your head cool.
Sanford Tupola, the lone receiver, bottom of your screen. They go to Kale Lerner. Off his hands, incomplete. He had the step on Jose, and the track star just couldn't pull it in.
Great aggressive play call here. Going off the stretch action and just a little bit over. You know, you'd love for Matatirangi to actually throw that one at the front pylon so that Kale Lerner could kind of turn around and just kind of rebound that ball, but he had him in stride and try to fit one in. But I like the play call, making Kapolei think here on third down.
I think it'd be a test here for Brian Derby's group, the offensive line coach for Kahuku. Try and get protection. This is third and goal. Timeout here.
Yeah, looking like
timeout. Kahuku.
Oh. Yeah, looking like both sides. You know, even Kapolei had something going on and was trying to possibly run another guy on the field. I'm not sure if there's a substitution issue or, you know, and then Kahuku just coming in and you know, wanting to rethink the play, right? You get, this is a two-play set, right? Or I would assume, right, a two-play set. You want to try and get some yards, all right, and set up, even if you can't get to the end zone, you want to make it either a manageable fourth down to try and go for the end zone, or bring your money kicker in and kick a field goal.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding here for these Red Raiders that average just 92 pass yards a game this year. Tonight they just have 5. They only have 37 yards of offense. Kapolei only has 93, but they lead in the most important statistical category. That's the one at the bottom of your screen. 3rd and goal. Materangi firing and a diving incompletion here for Sanford Tupuola. Officials had to wait for it. One of the officials had the wider angle and saw it better. They ruled it incomplete.
Yeah, trying to run one-on-one on the backside, run the curl.
This is
that is an incompletion.
Yep. Good call. Jaden Parker back on now. He hit one from 35. This will be from 40. In his career, he has hit 4 40-yard field goals. This for 3 more. He hit one from 35 earlier. Parker drills it. Jaden Parker, Legatron, comes in and delivers again. From 35, from 40, he got them all for 3.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by Zippies.
I love Simon. Me too.
Thank you.
And I love fried chicken, chili, french fries, spaghetti, fried noodles.
Right now, everyone could use a little kokua. That's why we're bringing back the kokua pack for only $9.89 at the takeout counter only. A comforting customer favorite back for a limited time.
At Honda Windward, we service most manufacturers' cars, pickups, and SUVs. From standard service to collision repair and painting. Sometimes our customers get a little carried away.
Get the all-new Honda Pilot for only $279 a month. Or the new Honda Ridgeline for only $254 a month.
It's all about the relationships.
Honda Windward will make a believer out of you.
Jaden Parker doing it again.
Felipe, can you remind me again, what's the score?
It's 6-7.
Oh, okay. Not 7-6?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Just checking.
I can't wait till that dies. Jaden Parker, his 5th 40-yard field goal in his career. He's got a number of them, actually. 5th entering tonight, I should say, and knocks in another one. Man.
This weather is just unbelievable, Felipe.
Yeah, I mean, this rain continues to just shower everybody. And if you brought an umbrella, you came very prepared, or a poncho. And right now, Kahuku has scored the last 6 points, 2 field goals, and the win really carrying that one. The thing is, about Kapolei, they haven't looked too hot here in this period. They've done just enough to kind of avoid the boat from sinking.
Yeah, it's actually been mistake laden. You know, kind of almost trading spots with Kahuku. You know, from what happened in the first half, and so they just got to get back to the basics. You know, even if you're only getting 1 and 2 yards a clip in the run game, continue to control the clock and drive the narrative that you're going to win physically, and really just got to limit those catastrophic mistakes. 2 in a row, 2 for 2 on the series right now. Got to get back to playing sound football.
Final minute 48 to go, the 3rd. Kapahu has had to do it all here today because of the injuries that have racked up in this running back core. Don't forget, later tonight we'll reveal the Division I and the Division I Open State brackets. Congratulations, Konawaina. Konawaina able to win the BIF in Division I. Off they go to the tourney. The open matchups are pretty much set, where the OIA champion will always play the OIA 3rd place team, which in this case is Campbell. Congratulations, Darren Johnson, And the Campbell Sabres getting to the state tournament. And then the ILH champion will always play the OA runner-up. We'll give you the full reveal coming up in postgame later on. Second down, Kapolei tries to get the edge. Ciale Reed hustles over there to make the stop.
And great job here by Kapolei, knowing that Kahuku is loading the box, so getting to their speed option on the edge and allowing Kapahu to get out there. But this relentless pursuit by this Kahuku defense is not making it easy for Kapolei to get positive yards here in this second half.
Kapolei just 96 yards of offense. 16 on the ground, 80 through the air for the team in the division in this league that has the #1 offense. Handoff here, watch out, trying to reverse. Viernes gets it back to Ballesteros, and he's got to eat it by Amaru Baranaba. Nothing there. Kahuku read it the entire way.
It looked like some trickeration there, trying to get a spark.
And we go to the end of the quarter. Kahuku scores 3 in the period. They're down 1. 2 teams chasing history. Kahuku going for title 31. Kapolei there first. Off we go to the 4th of this presentation of the OI Division I Open Championship. On Spectrum OC16 from Kalihi. Continues after this.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Honey, our electric bill is out of control. Not again.
Okay, we put this off for too long. Time to make a switch.
Solar Tech Industries is committed to making the transition to solar easy, from installation of new PV systems to upgrading or replacing your existing system. As a trusted solar provider for over 12 years, you can count on us long after your install.
This is fantastic. Only $35.
From sunrise to sunset, Solar Tech is your best bet.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Sunday, the Lions of East Texas A&M come to town for an early season matchup with Hawaii. Rainbow Warrior basketball, only on Spectrum Sports.
Fourth quarter here in Kalihi. The OI Division I Open Championship, the final game of the OI season. Kapolei and Kahuku battling to a 1-point game right now. 7-6, Hurricanes on top. Hurricanes scored 8 minutes to go in the second period. Now this quarter begins with 4th and 17, and Larry McCarley will have to punt. He'll be aided by the wind. It is blowing from left to right. You can see the flags in the background. It's the indicator of how this wind has been just gusting all throughout the evening. McCarley, oh, this one's high, and carry. Doasan gets away from it, and it gets touched at around the 48, 35 on the punt. And Kahuku in the 4th. It hasn't been the prettiest of performances on both sides, but the Red Raiders right back in here, only down 1.
And great field position on the plus side territory on Kapolei's side of the 50, and really just kind of trying to chip away. Again, they are right there in striking position. Limit the mistakes. We need to get a first down. No first downs, Felipe, by either team in the third quarter. They got to generate something here.
Incredible. Only a couple of targets to Rhino Almo and Christian Sanford Tupola tonight. Oh, look at the catch there from Rylan Parra. Toa Sam trying to go vertical with it. And Rylan Parra with the stop.
These safeties, they just trigger so quickly. Coming out of his safety position, running inside zone, Toa Sam trying to do some acrobatics, but Rylan Parra not allowing him Big tackle there.
The keep for Manatirangi on the option. He runs forward for a couple of yards. Matthias Naravoa is there. Now what's going to be difficult for Kahuku is that they're driving into the wind. So any type of field goal, you're going to have to put that ball a little bit closer to the end zone. And the wind just significantly picked up from the hill.
Yeah, like Bubba said in Forrest Gump, that's sideways, Brian.
Sam stays alive. And taken down at the 40-yard line. Toa Leffler in on the stop. And it's 4th down. And Kalaheo Kanai, the punter, onto the field. As a receiver now. Let's see what they want to do. They're shifting air ball, swinging gate here. Look at this formation that's about to come up. And a timeout taken by Kapolei. As you look at this replay, everybody for Kahuku swung out to the right.
And that was the perfect time, Felipe, to bring out that play. And Kapolei wisely calling timeout, making sure that they can cover everybody up, know what they got to do, and get this stop here.
Earns one of those timeouts. Darren Hernandez, the 1982 Campbell graduate, began his coaching career as a defensive coordinator on the JV side at Pearl City in 1985. Then he became the JV head coach at Campbell in 92. He has so many like visual staples of his wardrobe, right? The AirPods, the toothpick, usually the steel toe shoes. He's continued to be kind of the lighthouse for this program. 24 years. Look at everyone bunched up to the right. Now, Kahuku's got to make sure that they're all on the line. Toa Sam is the back out here. And now they swing it back over. Remember, they only need 2 yards. So you got to watch out for a fake. Sam is one of the fullbacks. And Kalaheo Kanai gets it clean. And that was into the wind, and because of it, it doesn't go that far.
So you can see there, right, coming out in a swinging gate, trying to see if Kapolei can line up to it. They adjusted well to it, so they called the punt back, and that's exactly what you want to do. And again, smart decision by Coach Hernandez to burn the timeout to make sure that everybody knows what they have to do there, because, you know, if they get that 2 yards, man, this drive, this first down rolls, and Kahuku is still on the field. But now they're going to bring out their offense. Now their offense just has to, again, take care of the football, get back to playing that fundamental physical football that they played early in the first quarter and into the second in this game.
Hurricanes just 86 yards of offense on 35 plays. Mikey Kapahu, no quarterback out there. He will take this snap. Kapolei trying to manage the clock right now. Kapahu, big space, going to get that edge just enough to get him some yards, and Siale Reed chased him down. You just have so many bodies in the box up there. You see the run game coordinator Tyler Fabrau talking to Kapahu. Those two have been together ever since Kapahu was like in the 6th grade. Kapahu said, you know, Tyler Fabrau, he's always been there for us. Kind of fed us when we were hungry. Helped my family out, and Fabrau helped a lot of kids in that Waianae area where Kapahu came from. A great pylon coach too. In a 5, 2nd and 5 now. We'll try the right side. Kapahu hung on to Ta'imua Pule. Remember, he had the pick 6 that was the saving grace for Kahuku last week. And the son of Nihoa Pule, he says, you know, my son's not the most athletic on the team, but when you talk to Ta'imua, he might be one of the smartest, just reading plays, and comes in here to make the stop.
He did a great job here. You talk about the intelligence there. They had the blockers on the edge, but he did a good job of what we talk about, setting an edge on the defense, and then on top of that, fighting off of his block and making an individual play. Those are the type of things you ask for out of your defensive players.
Pule, one of 6 boys in his family, and now one of 11 boys on the field. 3rd and 9. Kapahu hesitated, and through the middle, 3 tacklers have to come after Kapahu. Reed slowed him down enough. Kevin Kamakaala, one of the gang tacklers out there. And Kapolei will punt it.
And so, you know, great package that Kapolei has used the entire year. You know, I'm sure they have some other plays, but it can get kind of, you know, just understanding and reading your keys, right? They've been running the same play back and forth. So, you know, hopefully they can bring out a new play in that formation.
It gets away, takes a Kahuku bounce, and finally stopped there, right around the 48-yard line. A penalty flag down during the punt. For reference, the lowest scoring OI championship game, by the way, ever was in 1970, where YNI beat McKinley 6-0. More recently, 2019, Kahuku beat Mililani 7-3. Points have become a premium tonight in the 2025 edition of the OI Final.
During the kick, personal foul, face mask, kicking team number 18. That 15-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the play. First down, Kahuku.
At the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and you know, those are the things, Felipe, right? Don't be emotional, right? That is a huge advantage for Kahuku here, who, you know, they haven't been able to really get anything going and move the football. So 3 yards, they'll take it.
Kalaheo Kanai, the new quarterback, here for Kahuku. Third year in the varsity team. He came over from Baldwin and then Kinki Kaulike. He's out here. They'll send Jonas Wong in motion. And then coming after it's Lua Nautu on his 8th carry of the season. So Nautu at 190 pounds. Add some of the beef into that lineup and only gets a couple out of it.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting into their triple option package. You know, trying to force Kapolei to play uber fundamental football. You can't make any mistakes here. A nice little change up here at this point in the game.
Option, keep. Here, Kanai gets driven to the 30-yard line. Toa Leffler stops him. Yeah, with Kalaheo Kanai, you get a lot more speed running this option. And now he's trying to hurry up the play.
And great job here. Great read there. Like you said, you have to be disciplined when you're defending the triple option. Great job by Toa Leffler getting off his block.
He got a back body dropped. WWE action. 3rd and a couple. You send Jonas Wong in motion, a penalty flag down. It's against Kapolei. Let's see. Down judge came over, hands on the hips for an encroachment penalty.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
The 3rd encroachment penalty tonight is a first down for the Red Raiders. Jaden Park told me that in wind, he can hit from around 35 consistently. Ball would have to get to the 18-yard line, which isn't that far from where they are now. Oh, at the mesh point, Kanai trying to hand it off as Miki Teo blows that thing up. Trying here with Nautu and 6.5 remaining to go in the 4th.
Yeah, you know, it looked like they were going to try and that's a midline play there where they're reading off of that 3 technique, but Mikitel wasn't fooled and he swallowed up that mesh real quick.
Keep Kanai. Oh my goodness! Major Sasa from Noah Papu Mua'ava.
Chekia Gomes. Great job not getting caught up in the mesh, scraping over the top, and just saying, Shirley, come here.
Coming right after him at 240 pounds. They've had the Nautu family members out there with Lua and Tua. Here's Madden Soliai now, who's the speedster in the Wildcat, with Zenon Alorosa and Rhino Almoa, the two tight receivers bunch to the left. Timeout here. 7-6. Timeout, Red Raiders.
Did we invent crispy chicken? Nah. We just put it where it belongs, inside burritos and tacos, obviously. Extra saucy. 2 strips, huh? Look at that. Overachieving? Sure. Did you ask for it? No, but we did it anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic. You're welcome.
Here's the dream. Never stop doing what you love. The choices you make now can keep the dream alive tomorrow. So you can live your life your way. We're here to help with a personalized approach to a healthier you. Hawaii Pacific Health.
Wednesday, Hawaii takes on Mississippi Valley State on the first night of the Outrigger Rainbow Classic. Rainbow Warrior Basketball, only on Spectrum Sports.
Big next couple of plays here in field goal range for Jaden Parker. It's 3rd and 11 for Kahuku, down 1. Soliai gonna throw it, now take off. The track star up the middle, still going. And into Ryland Parr with a penalty flag down. The second effort gets him across the line. And 2 flags fly. And down is Soliai. The son of assistant coach Solo Soliai. Madden, an all-around athlete in a considerable amount of pain.
Yeah, calling the QB sneak here, making guys miss, and don't know what happened. Oh, looked like the ankle there.
Oh, that was Miyose hanging on him. Ryland Parr on the top side of that, getting him, and Miyose was making sure that he wasn't going anywhere. And now we do have 2 penalty flags down. This came during the course of the play, and Soliai is one of the more experienced safeties. He's not putting any weight on that right ankle and right leg.
And I think the side judge, Felipe, threw a flag. It looked like it meant unnecessary roughness because it looked like it was a little bit too much twisting.
2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Helping the runner. That penalty is declined. Holding, number 3, offense. 10-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
Wow. Well, so in terms of aiding the runner, you can push the runner from behind. You cannot pull him forward with your back facing the end zone. And a double whammy for Kahuku. They lose one of their best athletes, and they get tacked on with that penalty. The penalty and the hold came from the spot of where that hold was, so it's 3rd and still manageable. Give it up here, Blake Allo. Big space, Allo. Allo cut it back with a marker down. And the flag came flying in after that lane opened up. how much restriction was out there for Alo to run. Those flags came immediately flying in. Six penalties already on Kahuku here tonight, 9 on Kapolei.
Holding, offense number 4. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, third down.
That's on Zenon Alorosa. A well-executed play and designed by Kahuku. Zenon Alorosa, number 4, held there on Bryson Miose. Oh yeah, that's a hold.
Yeah, he impeded the progress, and he was just trying to play hard, but at that moment you gotta let him go, and it was a great play call, perfect timing. Penalties just continuing. You talk about, Felipe, the self-inflicted wounds just continue to bite back at Kahuku.
On the 28, Maratenangi put it up top. Lerner goes up. Touchdown!
And the Kahuku crowd comes alive. Big ball with the post to Lerner there, going up. Great coverage by Shirishi De La Cruz, but there was just no denying that touchdown there for the Red Raiders. Kale Lerner, big play in a big moment for his football team.
Just the 6th catch of the year, his first touchdown of the season. Got behind the defense. And Kahuku, of the recorded 2-point attempts this year, they're 0 for 3. The book says go for 2 to make it a 7-point lead. And a flag came out for possible delay game. And it is.
Try down.
And what David Stant is saying is that, hey, we were trying to move the ball to the left hash. Well, that's something you really got to let the officials know immediately once that touchdown is called and get your kicking ball in. They will still go for 2. And the first Kahuku touchdown of the game comes at the 4:26 mark of the 4th. Kale Lerner, the go-ahead score. Sanford Tupou on the bottom of the screen, trying to find him here. Incomplete. Fighting with Toa Leffler. That's a 5-point Kahuku lead.
So that one right there, Felipe, tough. Again, Kapolei not allowing the Kahuku defenders to get behind them. So you really want to try and throw that back shoulder to the front shoulder, because he is out of phase he's in phase, he's on top of him. Probably want to aim for that back shoulder and have Sanford Tupou twist for that one. But great score there when they needed it. It showed up, and now they've taken the lead for the first time in this game.
What a dime here from Troy Maratenangi. And that is one fast Lerner. Going up, almost caught it with his elbows. And rips it away for the score. Kale Lerner, who ran the 4x100, was so underrated in the receiving core. Was trying to figure out kind of the identity this year for his role with a new OC, a new head coach, fairly new quarterback. He stayed consistent. Good dude, no nonsense kind of guy, hard worker. And he'll have a catch that he'll remember forever if Kahuku's able to win this one. And that man, the interim head coach, Nihoa Pule. Well, I'm sure this is a stressful one, but
with Coach Hawaiian, you can never tell. Poker face, man. Poker face.
Jaden Parker will kick it away. The wind has died. It's almost non-existent right now. The flags that were flying earlier are limp. Jaden Parker will boot this one away to Mikey Kapawa and Nico Smith. And And remember, Madden Soliai questionable for the foreseeable future of this game. Sends it deep from the 1-yard line. Mikey Kapau's got a chance. Two guys get tangled up. A 14-yard return. Talilo Afemata Marasco was there. And now here for Kapolei, you're only throwing 11 passes tonight. You're almost kind of inclined to throw the ball maybe a little bit more here. You can still mix up your play calling with 4:13 remaining, but now Stanley Sim Eopu is on the turf and being tended to.
So this is where, you know, where both teams got to make their money now that Kapolei's got an opportunity to get back on here. You know, here, minus 15, haven't really gotten anything going, 4 minutes left. This is where you got to bring your best plays out for sure.
Eopu, who was pulled up from the junior varsity team midway through the season, he added more speed because they wanted more physicality on that defensive side. He was one of 2 players that got called up midseason, and tell you what, they're in great hands. Kahuku athletic training staff is some of the best in the state. Also, their volunteer doctors on both sides too, by the way, helping out. Madden Soliai is back into the game here for Kahuku defensively. Ballesteros 7 of 11 for 78 yards tonight. Ballesteros sliding out and throwing downfield here for Kane. And Kane made the catch. And a penalty flag down. Soliai with him. Kane tried to make that turn. That head kind of moved. And Kane, if it stands, has a first down at the 40 and a pickup at 25. But how did he create separation? Officially, it'll be a would-be gain of 23.
Looked like they had trips formation out to their right. Ballesteros avoiding the pressure. And Kane just finding the soft spot in the zone. If it stands, it's a big catch here for the young sophomore. It looked in the replay, Felipe, like the coaching staff was pointing as if Kane might have stepped out of bounds. So it'll be interesting to see what they call here.
Yeah, because he was flirting with that painted area. And remember, in the playoffs, there are 7 officials, so you have 2 more officials downfield.
Illegal participation. Offense. Player went out of bounds on his own. When he came back in, he had illegal participation foul. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Went out of bounds and came back in. This is the second time we've seen this penalty, by the way, in the playoffs. It's first time tonight. But now the rain and the wind pick up again here with Kapolei. They have the ball from their own 8-yard line. They swing to the right. Ballesteros chucking one for Nico Smith. Got bumped out there by Pule. Penalty flag down. Pule gave him a little bit of a bump. And it was enough to get Nico Smith off his platform and impeded the progress of him trying to make that catch. Remember, pass interference is not an automatic first down. Look at number 19. 19 right there, didn't turn around.
Pass interference, defense number 19. 15-yard penalty. First down, still first down.
And that was an absolute bomb that Ballesteros let rip right there. And, you know, had an opportunity to be completed and would have been interesting to see what would have happened if it did get completed.
And so we get the rare 1st and 2. Still good amount of time here for Kapolei. 2 timeouts in the pocket. 3:55 to go. Ballesteros in the belly. Kapahu. Middle opens. Tries to go right at Ciale Reed. Reed slowed him down enough. Got a first down out of it, though, here for Kapahu. 32. It's a gain of 9. Clock management of the highest priority now here for both teams.
And here's a hot play that's been coming up in the playoff series, that wraparound draw, giving it to Kapahu on 1st and 2nd, and allows him to just get downhill right now, keep the chains moving.
Oh, coming across there was Talanoa Ely. Penalty number 10 for Kahuku. Oh my goodness. Kahuku has more penalty yards than offensive yards tonight. They have 165 penalty yards and 98 offensive yards.
Yeah, it's tough to win football games that way.
A floating ball that gets into the hands of Mikey Kapahu. And Malaki Soliai-Tui and Tiabe Crawford help him. To the sideline here with 3:23 remaining. You know, last night it was a failed 2-point conversion that determined the outcome of the Division I championship. Kahuku couldn't convert their 2-pointer on their last possession, and Kapolei slowly marching their way to midfield. All here on the pass game coordinator and OC Bobby George.
You see them now double calling everything, taking a peek at what the defense is doing to try and get them in the best play possible.
Ballesteros goes to Nico Smith. Did he squeeze it? Yes, sir. Got to the 50-yard line. Nico Smith, catch number 4. 57 receiving yards here. Approaching the 3-minute mark, and Kapolei moving with pace now.
Great job, Nico Smith, coming back to the football, getting low, getting those elbows underneath the ball.
Oh, this one's high and off the hands of Maui Remigio Jr. Whew.
That was a close one, Felipe.
It was. Tiabe Crawford was guarding him. There was no DB behind him. Off the deflection. Bobby George signaling the plays in. In the wind, in the rain, and Kapolei driving for history right now. It'll be a first ever OI championship. They go empty for the first time tonight. 5 in the pattern for Ballesteros. He slings it out for Maui Nokaoi Remigio Jr. The pirouetted, and he gets popped on that sideline. Madden Soliai, after a banged up leg, back in, able to make that stop.
And what a play here, getting out to the field side, just a quick hitch to Remigio, making a miss, but Madden Soliai showing back up in this game what toughness that young man is showing tonight here in this championship game.
4th down and 2 to go to extend the drive. Kapahu's the back, going for it. Kapahu needs 6 feet, he's got it for a first down. The 42-yard line of Kahuku, a gain of 7, and the 7th first down for the Hurricanes tonight.
And I like the play call, Felipe. Get the ball in the best player's hands right now, running that counter GT play. And Kapahu, for all the hits he's been taking tonight, just continues to keep working for the team.
Ballesteros gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. It was in the direction of Nico Smith. The pressure came from Deegan Inessa. And with Smith just lingering in that area, he's an eligible receiver and avoids the intentional grounding.
And Kahuku just getting after it right now. Getting to Ballesteros right now. Looks like an inside move by Inessa to just wreak havoc there on Ballesteros, not able to get the ball off clean. Thankfully, he ends up to live another down.
He threw 96 yards in the semis against Mililani last week. He's got 92 tonight. And Ballesteros hanging tough. Got the feet square. In traffic, it's incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Intended for Shaden Roman. There were 5 bodies out there. 1:37 remaining.
What a great job there. Ballesteros avoiding the pressure.
And Noah Ayu was right in his grill. You're right, Coach.
Man, that was right there on the fingertips.
2 plays to try and get 10 yards. That's all they need. The season here for Kapolei has been a wild one. Trying to cap it off with an OI championship. Shaden Roman motions. They throw the middle. This ball is for Kane, who did not catch it. Incomplete. Siale Reed helping in on the breakup. And Kapolei's season comes down to 4th down.
Siale Reed just coming up big here in this series. Getting that arm in there late. Plucking that ball out. Not allowing for a clean catch by Kane. Great timing. Great job getting his hands and breaking up the catch. Beautiful play.
Aaron Hernandez just looking for 10 measly yards to try and extend this drive and to try and add their name ultimately to this list. It's the top 8 OIA championships, most won. Kahuku at the top, 30 in total, including the co-title that they had with Kailua. Congratulations, Joe Wong, by the way. Title number 5, and the 4th different Surf Rider head coach to win an OIA championship. Defeated IA by 2 last night. Kahuku trying to add to their total, which they dominated in. 4th down. Kapolei's converted 2 other 4th downs tonight. This one the most important of the season. Kapahu Remigio to the left. Nico Smith's in the slot with Shaden Roman and Zaiden Kane. Gotta get 10. Screen pass. Oh, it's Smith. Smith curving through. And Nico Smith close to the stick. Oh my goodness, Nico. It's going to be really close. It might determine an OI champion, and it might be worthy enough to measure. And I think they will.
Great play call here. The middle screen to none other than Nico Smith. He immediately gets upfield quickly and just keeps rolling through. Hopefully for a 1st down, the Hurricanes are.
And this chain is going to determine likely an OI champ. Nico Smith, what a play. Any part of that ball across that front stake, it's a first. And Kahuku looking very closely. 1st down by about half a football. This is still a running clock situation here for Kapolei, so that play's got to get in when the chains get reset. But life here for the Hurricanes.
And here you see Ballesteros running in and getting the offense set so that as soon as they're ready to go, they're not wasting any time.
High drama in Kalihi on the final night of OI football. 5 receivers, no backs. The pressure comes, the catch is made. It's Maru Remigio Jr. Malaki Soliaitui gets him there. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining at 2nd down.
Running their mesh concept here. Remigio sitting in the zone, but right away met by Soliaitui to bring up 2nd down.
Kapahu's in the flat. Ballesteros through the middle. Oh my goodness, ran into a Siale Reed wall. Oh, good for a 1st down. Just outside the red zone at the 21. The gain was 8. And we're at 42 seconds remaining.
Coming out of empty, a lot of green grass in front of him because Kahuku's playing coverage. Ballesteros takes off, and there he is, Siale Reed, continuing to put his stamp on this game.
In the belly of Kapahu. Kapahu tries to go forward, and he gets stopped there. Kapolei has 1 timeout left, and they are going to burn it right here with 27 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Kapolei. 3rd and final timeout of the game.
Can we talk about for a second how well Jacob Ballesteros has managed this pressure in his first full starting year as a Kapolei quarterback? Wow.
I was gonna definitely talk about that. I mean, we've seen this young man just like grow up in front of our eyes, you know, just doing his thing, and he had a little bit of you know, he had some down series, but man, in this drive here, he's doing his thing.
No timeouts left in 27 seconds, and 2nd and 5. How many options are there here for Kapolei?
So it depends, right? You want to work the sidelines a little bit, use them to your advantage so you can guarantee see Kahuku come back and really protect it. But you've got some time, you got the 1st down, you just have to have your plays ready to get set and run them. Kind of saw this earlier today, you know, in college football. Just be ready, know what you got, get the 1st down, everybody be ready, play ball.
And you saw what Darren Hernandez did. He reminded me you can spike it too if the clock situation is not on your side. Remember, Kapolei had 2 missed field goals earlier. That's been a significant difference here tonight. Kapahu the back. Ballesteros scanning, firing. Kapahu has got it! He does! And he shoots! Down at the 1! The clock will stop to move the chains, and the biggest drive in Kapolei's history comes down to 1st and goal. And they spike it. Oh my Lord. Mikey Kapahu, nobody covered him.
Beautiful job. They let him stay in the protection, and he slipped out through the B gap. But a great job there by Tiavi Crawford. He stood in the way of that touchdown, coming up big to bring Kapahu down 6 inches short of the goal line.
Ballesteros with Kapahu. No timeouts for Kapolei. Kahuku, before the flag went up for a delay. Let's see here. How many guys are on the field for Kahuku? Kahuku initially calls time.
Timeout, Kahuku.
So there was a flag that was thrown, but it came right at the point of where the play clock was running down. Darren Hernandez again has talked about his passion and his love for this team, but they have never been able to win the big one. They've only knocked off Kahuku once in the history of Kapolei high school football, going all the way back nearly a quarter century.
And this is what you live for, Felipe. This is 25 years in the making. 16 seconds, less than a yard. And now, just like Coach Hernandez always says, who's more rugged than who right now?
It is the most important play in the history of this program. And it comes down to just 3 measly feet from a first ever OIA championship. Cook and Kapahu are right next to Jacob Ballesteros. Kapahu drives forward. He is short. It'll be 3rd and goal. They can spike it to stop the clock. The time is still going. The time is still going. And this one hits 0. An ending that is pure Kahuku. OIA champions for the 31st time.
This is an absolute instant classic here today.
And how appropriate A pure Kahuku moment. A defensive stop. Niu helps in initially on the wave. Malaki Soliai Tui helps in too. Look at 28 right there. Stopping Kapahu. And with no timeouts remaining, it's usually Kapolei's responsibility to get that ball as quick as you can to the officials. It did not get there in time for whatever reason. Whether Kahuku still had it or they were trying to find the ball. Clearly, forward progress stopped, not in. Both officials had a great angle on it. And the Red Raiders win a wild one. Through it all, there was an injured Kahuku player. He was being tended to by the athletic trainers. And they're all surrounding him in a tough one and a heartbreaking ending here for the Hurricanes. To the very end. Quintessential Kahuku. A defensive stop to win the OI championship.
The holidays are when old traditions find new hands, where the next generation steps in, mixes it up, and carries on the spirit that's always been the heart of the season.
Make long the part of your day.
Check this out. 2.5.
Whoa! Sweet!
2.5.
Yay! 2.5.
Yeah!
Oops. 2.5.
Earning 2.5% cash back is quick and easy with the Hawaii State FCU Always Cash credit card with no annual fees and 2.5% cash back. The Always Cash card from Hawaii State FCU.
2.5.
Join the team.
The holidays are about sharing. Sharing our time, our stories, and especially our favorite family recipes. And maybe even a small bite when no one is looking.
Make long the part of your day.
Aloha, I'm Corey Harvey from Fly Girls, and you're watching Spectrum OC16.
You'll get your mind blown like walking into some place, which is just crazy.
The community came together so quick.
Hawaii has such a legacy of storytelling. That's so crazy.
And he goes, who?
But you'd have to pay to see that show.
I told him straight up, I want to be as big as I can possibly be.
On this side, you know, you have to invent that and you have to design that.
Let's set this right. I'm not a comedian.
Here's the deal. People need a place to explore national issues that have an impact on their community. To understand those issues better, we're bringing together our team of local political journalists from across the country to break down what's happening. So join us every week to catch up on the key stories making a big difference across the nation and in your local community.
Watch The Big Deal with Errol Lewis Saturdays at 4 on OC16. Available on all of your favorite devices, exclusively on Spectrum.
And the beat goes on here for Big Red. A 15th consecutive victory in the series over the Hurricanes. And one of the most exciting finishes in OIA Division I Open Championship history ends with a Kahuku stop. Pure Kahuku yet again. And ultimately, the Red Raiders come out on top. Let's talk about the final play here for a second. In that time situation, that's a moment where you need to understand the clock and the priorities there. It would have been 3rd and goal from that spot.
Yeah, you know, obviously hindsight 2020, again, sitting up in his box, you know, possibly could have took a shot at the end zone first before they ran the ball. But I understand the play call. Your best player all year, who do you want to have the final play for? They probably felt like they had another opportunity. But again, on defense, you teach your guys, hey, when you're in these situations, you don't let offensive players go to let them get reset quickly. You let the clock run out, and that's what happened there. But, you know, like I said, I would have loved to have seen them take a shot, but put the ball in the best player's hands and let them rip.
Yeah, and credit to Kapolei for a majority of this game defensively hung tough here with this Kahuku team. But ultimately, when they needed points, they relied on Legatron here for the boys from the North Shore, the Hawaii Honda Deers Impact players with Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Jaden Parker here. Felipe calling you Legatron. I'm loving that name. And talk to me about this, Jaden. Transferring over from Campbell, you're here at Kahuku. At the beginning of the season, any idea in your head that your leg would be the one that would get you the win in the OIA championship game?
I mean, I had no doubt about it. I was here last year, so, you know, it ain't nothing new to me. I'm used to winning games. I'm used to kicking, so.
I know you're one of those guys that likes to kick the long ones, but the weather tonight, even when you're kicking with the wind, it was swirling, there's rain. How do you concentrate through all that?
I mean, you want to look at the bigger picture. You know, the bigger picture is getting the win, OIA win, so you can send us to states. So you always just want to think through the stuff going on around you.
They were showing all the craziness of that last play. What were you guys doing on the sideline? What was going through your head?
I mean, I trust my defense with everything, you know. Love all the boys on the defense, so I knew they was going to stop them. I had no doubt about it.
Brother, let's get you over there and get you a plaque. Congratulations on being a champ, bro.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. There you see Harold Tanaka, the OIA football coordinator on the left, and Farrington Athletic Director, interim head coach Nihoa Pule, and another trophy and plaque for the trophy case on that campus. And this was one of the hardest battles that they've had to go through. In the rain, in the wind.
Coach Nihoa Pule, Athletic Director Gillian Yamagata. Where's our principal?
Monte Santiago, the new principal, fairly new, about a month into his tenure now. Who gets to be the first guy to touch it? That's always usually the traditional question. And some of the offensive beef from the captains up front there. Malaki Soliai Tui, Jeremiah Campbell in that group, Madden Soliai. Goes to the interim head coach. Who's next? No, just run, coach. Just run. Just take it. Just take it. And if you ever get to meet Nihoa Pule, he doesn't like this kind of attention, by the way. Yeah, he's such a mellow, smooth guy. Oh, it's Jaden Parker who gets to touch it first. Okay.
There you go.
Jaden Parker has 5 40-yard field goals in his career the last 2 years. He hit one from 48. Remember, that's a Division I Open tournament record that he hit as a Campbell Sabre against the Crusaders last year in the semifinals. And the Red Raider fans, who, by the way, lined up at Farrington at 12:30, waiting for the gates to be open for a 4 o'clock JV game. Some were only here to just kind of see the varsity, which was at 7 o'clock. They've been here a while. And at a certain point, usually during these times, Cooper does a haka, and then they do the alma mater. And here for the Red Raiders, it's in part Cale Lerner and also in part Legatron. Jaden Parker from 35 and 40 big kicks here on the night.
Yeah, just great technique, great form, ice water in his veins. Every time he's been called on, especially within the last 2 championship games, he's answered the call, and you can see he takes it serious. He loves it, right? You talk about focusing in and being great at his craft. And again, you don't know how much special teams matter until you don't have it. They got a great one for him.
You feel for Kapolei right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, heartbroken, instant classic. Yeah. You know, they did everything that they needed to do to set themselves up to win this football game. It's just, that's how football goes.
Nihoa Pule, the interim head coach, is with Jimmy.
Thanks a lot, guys. We're just talking right now, and Nihoa is saying if we're going to play this type of game, he'd rather play it on the old field where it's muddy. But, you know, it is what it is. The rain was here all night. You guys found a way to deal with it, especially at the end. How did you pull out this win?
Luck. I mean, let's be honest, it's a really good team we played. I think a lot of luck was on our side. You know, we got a few bounces to roll our way finally. And just our kids just being disciplined enough to do what they need to do.
We've talked so much throughout the season about the beginning of the season and what was going on with this team. To get them here and to get this championship again, what does that mean?
Oh, it means a lot. You know, obviously it's not just myself. It's the supporting staff that we have from our trainers to our athletic director to the assistants, you know, to our strength and conditioning coach. and then these families trusting us to progress these young men.
Walk me through that final 10 to 15 seconds there with that goal line stand. What was going on for you guys on the sideline?
It was if we could make one play, because we knew we had an idea it was going to be a run, which I would have done the same, right? Running back was really good. And if we could get one stop, trying to pull off guys from the pile would be very hard. You know, similar to what happened in our first game.
State's coming up now. What are your thoughts on that?
Ooh, we need a lot of work. We need a lot of work.
Go join the boys. Congratulations, Nihoa. Great season. Guys, send it back to you.
The bracket reveal coming up a little bit later on, but for now, Madden Soliai being talked to here by Coach Kiala Santiago, Ave Crawford, Brody Perlolo is in that group. There's just something about Kahuku that finds ways to win on championship nights, and this was another case in point.
Yeah, this is a community that loves football, right? Like we talked about, how many of these guys were ball boys before they even got an opportunity to put on the helmet and shoulder pads, and so, this is something that they take a lot of pride in, something that they love, and they've had a long string of winning success, and the coaches do a great job of continuing to breed that year in and year out. No matter who the pieces are, they adjust, but the mission is always the same, right? To win together as a community each and every year, every time they step on the field.
Of course, a lineman would get a lei made of popcorn.
It's a long ride back up north.
How appropriate, because the popcorn was perfect, because this was pure cinema this evening. David Stant, the offensive coordinator, wasn't easy, but got the job done. Time now for the Hawaii Honda Dealers impact player for the Kapolei Hurricanes, through sure grit and toughness through this whole thing. Bryson Miose, remember that name, continues to shine in the brightest lights. 2 big interceptions early on in this game.
Oh, huge, helping set his team up. That just goes to show the discipline that he has, his playmaking ability, and he really, really helped Kapolei get settled here in this first half and really dominate the first half. And he's going to be a player to be reckoned with. He put the other open teams on notice that we better make sure we identify where that guy is, and even that type of performance can push you to stay away from him and help you in your game plan.
So both of those squads will move forward and get ready for the state tournament. We hope you're ready for the Taco Bell play of the game, because it's a pretty simple choice right now. When they were trailing down late, the defensive stop at the end here by Kahuku. Mikey Kapahu's there. It takes about roughly 18 seconds without timeouts to have a play, get the ball, then spike it back and still have time for another one. This would have been 3rd down, but through the pile, they couldn't find the ball, and ultimately a goal line stand. Access denied right at the line to claim the Division I Open Championship. How appropriate.
Incredible. And way to finish. I mean, beautiful finish, right? Upset for Kapolei, happy for Kahuku, but absolute instant classic right here. A lot. If this is what we're going to get in the semis and the states, I'm ready.
Woo, here we go. Pure cinema, pure Kahuku, and pure love here for Red Raider Nation as they will leave Kalihi tonight as OIA champions. 12-7 the final. Post-game show's coming up next, which includes 2 bracket reveals. Hang tight here on Spectrum OC 16.
Arcadia take care of the residents well, and also the employees.
I feel great because I'm able to share my knowledge.
I enjoy working here because of the residents. They're welcoming, they make me feel at home.
My bosses are great, they work with you. I mean, I really like working here.
I started working for 15th Crayside as a housekeeping staff, and now I am a CNA. That feeling that you can make a big difference in someone's life, for me, it's the most meaningful work I've ever done in my whole life.
Decorating? With hundreds of factory colors and free computerized paint matching, you can find the Benjamin Moore color you're looking for at City Mill. Need something? Try check City Mill.
Oh yeah. Something about slipping out of
Here in Hawaii, we don't just live on the land, we live with the land, defending our aina from pest and invasive species to protecting local farmers and businesses. The team at the Department of Agriculture and Biosecurity are passionate professionals who care deeply about our culture and our way of life. This isn't just a job, it's a calling, a commitment to our aina and to each other. The Department of Agriculture and Biosecurity is hiring now. Come grow with us and join the fight against invasive species and help protect our Hawaii.
Aloha, I'm Merlinda Garma, and you're watching Spectrum OC16.
From Spectrum OC16, it's the Hawaiian Financial FCU post-game show.
2.5 hours of pure drama for the OI Division I Open Championship between Kahuku and Kapolei. If you're just joining us, where the heck have you been? Because you missed out on some cinema. The jump pass. The 8-minute mark of the second. No Papamua Ava from Mikey Kapahu to get the first touchdown of the game, made it 7-0. Then the field goals came. Kahuku gets on the board with about less than a minute to go in the half. From 35 outs, Jaden Parker makes it 7-3. That score remained the same until the third, where Jaden Parker from 40 out makes it 7-6. Then with 4:26 to go in the fourth, Troy Maratinangi, dime dropper, Kea Lerner, first recorded touchdown catch of the season. But a track stud climbs the ladder and pulls it in. The two-point conversion is no good. It's 12-7 Kahuku. Not before Kapolei gets a final drive at the end. And on the move, Lerner leaking out. He got it for the go-ahead score. When Kapolei had one more chance here. No timeouts. About 16 seconds left. Access denied again. Malaki Soliai Tui and company gets the stop. They couldn't get another playoff or spike the ball. And the Hurricanes watch their championship hopes evaporate. Deflation on one side, elation on the other. 12-7, Kahuku wins.
You just look at the stat sheet, and this is why playing the game is so important. You would think that Kahuku would be the winner here. Kapolei would be the winner here, with the time of possession, with the total offense, with the first downs. But in these championship games, Felipe, it's the most critical plays that matter, right? Giving up that touchdown, great play design. That was a one-on-one matchup. And then there in the end, to finish that one, coming up big. That's where stats don't tell everything. It was an unbelievable game.
A tough one here, obviously, for Darren Hernandez and the Kapolei Hurricanes, and that whole coaching staff, which is great, and all that talent, so much youth there, and you feel for a guy like Mikey Kapahu. You saw his emotion towards the end, but this is part of high school sports, right? Not only are these coaches, right? They are, for some, mentors and, kind of secondary father figures for a lot of these guys. Now the consoling has to happen, but you have to erase that memory right now, because you got the biggest games now coming up here, and 4 teams that are 2 wins away from a historic state championship.
Yeah, the one coaching point you always give them is the 24-hour rule. You got 24 hours to kind of soak over this thing, get all of your emotions out, but once Monday comes, you have to find a way to just get your mind focused on what's next. You got 2 weeks to clean a lot of things up, both sides, and Kapolei, big, tough one to lose, but the main one is still ahead. And how many times have we seen, Felipe, this one exchange itself, where they win the big one here, and then, finish off in another direction in the final.
And Kahuku, offensive execution, not the greatest. I'm still stunned that they had more penalty yards than total offensive yards. 165 to just 98 here. 165 penalty yards. You're not going to win a lot of state championships doing that. And if you would have told me, by the way, at the beginning of the year that St. Louis and Mililani would be out of the state tournament, I'd say you're crazy. And now we're down to Campbell, Kahuku, Kapolei, and Kamehameha. Excited for the Final Four. Jimmy, we're here for 2 hours and 32 minutes of pure cinema. What'd you see?
Yeah, absolutely. And, there's a lot of things going on here. It was crazy, but I'm all about positivity. So I'm going to talk about good, better, and best. Good is this play right here, because you showed the Kapolei touchdown that they scored right after that, the kickoff. Madden Soliai from Kahuku, he's a guy who can run him back. We've seen him do it many times. But the kicker, Larry McCarley, gets in and gets him out of bounds, saves a touchdown, and Kahuku would not go on to score on that drive. How about better? That Kapolei defense. This is the 3rd interception by them tonight. Toa Leffler getting this one. Bryson Miose with a pair for him as well. They were just better in that defensive backfield tonight, was Kapolei, looking really good. But the best, well, you guys showed it already. After so many penalties, moving them back, this drive looking like it's going to die out for Kahuku. Nope. Touchdown. Mata Terangi is going to find Kea Lerner That is the best of the night, and that puts Kahuku up on top. Man, what a game. Put it on your DVR, lock it in. You're going to keep this one forever.
Without a doubt. 31 Hawaii championships. They extend their lead most all time. All right, so all the 12 teams pretty much are set in Division I and Division II, and then the 4 extra ones. So 16 in total for the 3 division championships. We showed you Division II last night and in pregame. Now we're going to give you the full reveal here of the last 2 remaining divisions, D1 and Division I Open. Before we do all that, again, thank you so much to Russ Aoki and Chris Chun, the executive director at the HHSAA, for allowing us to do this. And now all of you get your first reveal of the First Hawaiian Bank Division I State Football Championship Tournament. The number 1 seed from the KIF, the defending state champs, Kapa'a. They'll play on November 22nd to take on either Damien or Baldwin. Damien, ILH champs, knocked off the Alani. Baldwin's in the tournament for the first time in about 6 years. The 4-5 matchup, that game, by the way, will be on Spectrum OC16 on Saturday. Kornawaina knocked off KL earlier tonight. They're the 2 seed and the BIP champions. And looky here, we get a rematch, much like the Division II first round between the 2 Hawaii opponents. Number 3 Kailua, Hawaii champs. Congratulations, Joe Wong and Dia'ea Na'ali. That game will be played at Kailua. First round coverage begins on Saturday, November the 15th. And all the semifinals will be on the neighbor islands for both divisions here. Now, for the Division I Open, this is not a big surprise because the matchups typically through the formula are set. But cosmetically, Kahuku gets the number 1 seed. They will take on Campbell, who got the final OIA berth, knocking off Mililani last night. Kamehameha Kapalama will take on Kapolei. Follow sportsite.com, hhsa.org, and Spectrum OC16 Sports on social media sites for the actual times of those games. That doubleheader will be on Friday the 21st at Mililani High School. We will have the championship game for you 2 weeks from then on December the 5th. Hopefully, at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, as UH also won here today, San Diego State. But stand by for those 2 matchups. Follow sportsite.com, the official website of the HHSA, for all the full brackets and details. And so, partner, here we are, 16 teams here in the final 27 days chasing 3 titles.
And I love just seeing it on paper, seeing all those matchups. It's going to make for an epic state tournament here.
Not a breath, man. Been a long way.
I'm glad I got a long drive home to Nanakuli because I got to decompress from what I just saw.
Yeah, your road a little bit different than the 16 teams in the road to the state championship. We are set. 45 began this journey. 16 playing in the final 27 days en route to the state championship. The final stop from Kahuku is the most recent and dramatic Hawaii championship for Big Red. Kahuku wins it by 5, and we wrap it up when you come back to Kalihi.
Big news, I'm bringing back my bigger drink cups and lowering my prices too. So this old menu board's gotta go. Get even more value with my mozzarella sticks. It's so much more under $4.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Tender love and care.
Did we invent crispy chicken? Nah. We just put it where it belongs, inside burritos and tacos, obviously. Extra saucy. 2 strips, huh? Look at that. Overachieving? Sure. Did you ask for it? No, but we did it anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic. You're welcome.
We met at UH, but had to move away to find jobs.
We wondered if we could ever move back home.
But real dreams lead the way.
When you're told it won't work,
work harder.
Think it's beyond your reach?
Ask for help.
Think you can't buy a house in Hawaii?
This is home.
For 100 years, we've invested in our community. We're proud to be Hawaii's #1 local mortgage lender, American Savings Bank.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Welcome back to the Hawaiian Financial FCU post-game show.
It wasn't quite offensive fireworks, but it was a defensive showcase nonetheless. And don't forget, all the great cars on Island Driver TV. It comes your way after we are done here in the post-game show on Spectrum OC16. Island Driver TV, exclusively on Spectrum. Special mahalo out to Harold Tanaka, everybody here at Farrington, for hosting 3 amazing nights of football. D2 Championship, 3rd place game, Division I Open Championship. And off and onward we go for the state tournament. Time now for a little thing we like to call Extra Points, brought to you by Popeyes. Popeyes, love you so much. We appreciate you for supporting high school sports as always. One final thought from all of us. I'll give you the floor first, sir.
Yeah, I got to give, a great game. Got to give my flowers to interim coach Niho Hawaiian Pule. Great job, coach, coming in and stabilizing. There's so much going on, so much turmoil. Again, winning is hard. It's not easy from what the public may imagine, but great job, Coach Pule. Way to finish them off, and good luck in the state tournament.
To go along those lines, a shout out to the athletic directors, by the way, that have sacrificed so much of their time, obviously, during this football season. It's the longest, really, of all the sports in the fall seasons. And shout out Reed Shigemasa, Pearl City AD. We were there last night. They were hosting the OI Division I Championships. Harold Tanaka, of course, as always, we appreciate you. And also last night at Pearl City, Joe Wong won the Division I Championship. And we forgot to mention that, we did mention it. We forgot to show this, though. But Joe Wong, 1994 graduate of Kailua. Look at that stud, huh?
Wow, a lot of hair on that head.
Look how wide those shoulder pads are. Dude, that's a good man.
That's what you call aircraft carrier pads right there, Felipe.
Yeah, he's got wings for sure. And Joe, I know he's watching. Congratulations getting to the state tournament. I'm sure I'm going to get grief for this, but, congratulations. Mika Lili as well, and Joe becomes part of the legendary coaches that have coached Kailua football. Alex Kane, Joe Kahahavai, Darren Johnson's in that group, and now Joe Wong, all OIA championship coaches. All right, JB.
Look, this rain was ridiculous tonight, and I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like every game we've had at Farrington this year, it's rained. Now, Harold Tanaka swears it never rains when we're not here.
Yeah.
Can we look into that?
You're wrong. Because it did not rain season opener between Kamehameha and Farrington, and it did not rain between Lelehu and Farrington.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm just talking recently.
That might be a Bender bites for next season.
That's right.
Exactly.
Right.
Rain. Yeah.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need to do a segment, and Jimmy needs to come up with something.
No, that's just called Jimmy's ridiculously giddy because of all of this.
Yeah, but he braved the elements.
Thank you.
Well done. We'll see you all. By the way, November 14th, that's your programming note. We have Pac 5 in Kamehameha, Hawaii in the opening round of the First Hawaiian Bank Division II State Championship. Long week for you, brother.
Yeah,
appreciate you. Art crew, the best. We appreciate you braving the elements. 3 consecutive days. Amazing work. Red Raiders win this one 12-7. Our producer, Dave Vinton, our director, Matt Cordero. Abu Mafala, Jimmy Bender, our entire crew, Felipe Ojastro. Support high school sports. Kahuku OIA champions for the 31st time.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu.